Well, you all must have heard I'm a real nerd. People say I'm a fool, but they never got the news that I'm a wild one. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel down, cause you're watching Vilemike and his real wild child. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel down, cause you're watching Vilemike and his real wild child.
Howdy, folks. It's Vilemike here, and with me so far is Elihu. How you doing, man?
Physically, not mentally, here.
I wonder how long it'll take LDG to realize that we started again at 7:45 instead of 8 o'clock just to piss him off. Or not just to piss him off, just because he complained before.
I don't know. I was checking YouTube and like, wait, what the hell is Mike going early for?
Well, last week I started early because he complained that I started late last time. And I thought I'd do it again, so that way I can complain that he didn't show up on time.
Yeah, I remember last week. I had very little sleep last week.
I think I'm going to have to redo the background, because I thought because the way I had it before, when you couldn't see the SD game swap part behind people. Oh, here he is. He heard.
You son of a bitches.
Yes, my mother. Yes, my mother was a bitch. So that's the truth. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. I just hoped that would have fit. What am I cursing you for? What did you guys say?
So
you talking about me? I just got here. I wasn't listening to the stream. I just popped in.
Point up and say.
Well, you gave me a hint. You said he was listening, so then I
started early again.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I was waiting for you, but you know what YouTube did? Usually when people go live,
what?
They're like first, and then if you know everybody who went live later shows up last. But for some reason, your stream popped up last, so I wasn't looking until I scrolled down. And I was like, oh crap, what the hell? Vilemike.
Is that because I did the notification almost an hour ago?
Maybe possibly. I don't. Anyway, what were you saying? Just about going early.
Well, what I was just talking about was the fact that on the background image for this, I tried to space out the SD and the game swap parts so that when people are on it, like if I highlight a comment, it should show it better, but what the hell's wrong with the... Someone post a comment in the chat because it's not letting me highlight anything right now.
Yeah, it is. I see you highlighting your comment, the pin chat.
The only thing that shows is game swap.
It's not highlighting for me here on StreamYards.
I don't know. It's screwing up or something.
No, we saw you highlight perfectly fine.
JP says it's fine on his end. Maybe you just need to refresh.
He's probably on his phone.
Yeah, and you're probably on your phone.
So it's going to be potato every time. Point proven.
There goes the host.
Good morning, Elihu.
Okay, so apparently StreamYards was about to crash on me because as soon as I couldn't highlight anything, everyone started roboting, and then it kicked me out.
Yeah, it sounds like your device overheated for a second. Did you close everything else?
Well, almost everything.
Did you check to see if everything else is closed?
Hold on.
He's going to crash again.
Yeah, watch him. He has Candy Crush running in the background.
No, I don't have. I've never even played that game. No,
whatever. You have something running in the background.
Well, of course, every computer has things running in the background. But
Because
no, I
I
apparently had
swear to
YouTube
God, dude,
open.
if is it going to be like this?
I
You
had
know
an
what I
extra
meant.
YouTube tab open that I didn't mean to have open.
There you go.
and his Grinder app.
Yeah, it's Grinder app.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, if you're married.
What's
Well,
you
I'm not
say-
married, so
What's again? You say that like it's a bad thing.
Technically
There's nothing
married.
as an open marriage.
dang it.
Yeah,
All
I have an open
Hopefully
marriage.
we'll-
I'm married with everybody. They just don't know it yet.
well, Yvette, most likely will still be going on because one of Mrs. Vile's friends is pregnant, and they scheduled their baby shower for today on Father's Day. And apparently it's girls only, so I'm not invited. And it starts in about an hour. So
Crash it.
since she'll be gone, I might as well stream until 11.
Oh,
So at least
baby
11 my
showers are
time.
always
What do you mean
women
stream till
only.
11? It's 11 now.
His time.
I said 11 my time.
Oh.
So is it going to be
So
a better
that'll be at
baby?
least another 3 hours.
Is it going to be a better baby shower than the Flash?
I have no idea. I didn't watch The Flash. Almost
come
took
here
the
to talk
kids
about the Flash.
in yesterday. Friday. But my son was just like, I don't want to see The Flash. I only want to see Spider-Man. And I was like, well, you have to watch The Flash to get to Spider-Man because that's playing first. He's like, I don't want to go then. I'm like, okay.
Way to
The
stand
girls
your
didn't
ground.
want to see either one. So,
I like
yeah,
it.
Miles Morales is my son's favorite superhero. So,
He doesn't exist in my world, so
If it wasn't for Donald Glover, Miles Morales wouldn't exist.
are you sure? Because he existed in the Marvel comics long before that.
The guy who came up with the Miles Morales was inspired by seeing Mr. Glover wear a Spider-Man outfit on Community. That's where he came up with Miles Morales. It's like, hey,
Oh, I've never heard that before.
yeah.
there's only one Spider-Man, and it's Peter Parker.
You mean Ben Reilly
No,
or Matty Franklin?
No.
Those are both two people that have been Spider-Man.
Peter Parker.
I'm saying Peter Parker.
Peter Parker? Spider-Pig?
So Spider-Man?
I'm sorry.
Yep, Spider-Man.
Because I liked Ben Reilly in the comic books. He was the best part about the Clone Saga.
Spider-Punk. The one that doesn't conform to anything but finally conforms.
Okay, what about Otto Octavius? Do you count him as a Spider-Man? Because he was the superior Spider-Man.
No, he's a bad guy.
But for 2 years, he was Spider-Man.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No,
Even
Did
switched
you not read the comic
minds. He switched minds with Peter Parker. That's why he was Spider-Man.
And how you doing, Daddy Lion? Are you just like in complete denial of Marvel Comics as a whole?
my Spider-Man and Peter Parker is based off of the cartoon from the 60s. Anything else after that can go to hell.
Ah. Sorry, Jordan. I did it to piss off LDG.
What?
Starting early.
Oh. Why would you think that would piss me off?
Because
I'm the
I
one who
figured
tells you to
weren't-
go early.
I figured you weren't paying attention. And
Okay.
Daniel says that cartoon used to make me queasy. I've never had that issue, but I could see if some of those parts about the 90s Spider-Man show, because the way they use the 3D computer generated backgrounds with the 2D animation of Spider-Man swinging through the city.
Well, for
I
one,
can definitely see-
Dandelion is talking about the one from the 60s.
I know, but I'm saying I could see someone getting queasy from that one a lot more than from the 60s one. So does that mean you also don't like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends?
Nope.
And you don't like the one from the 90s?
No.
Come on, Iceman, Firestarter, hot and cold, living in the same house.
Nope.
Firestar, not Firestarter.
I thought I said sorry.
God damn, it's not Drew Barrymore.
It'd probably be more interesting if it was.
So glad she got killed off in Scream.
The whole thing is they actually created Firestar as a character because they couldn't get rights to Johnny Storm.
Kind of like Dr. Doom is just Iron Man in a dress.
No, he's also Iron Man using magic. And how you doing, Dandelion?
I'm doing okay.
How are things up in America's Hat? Still on fire?
Well, not near me. Well, near-ish me, but not near enough to like make me concerned. Like there's a fire over on the island, but nothing too close by, I don't think.
Hello, floofers.
Hello. There might be a few up the Fraser Canyon or something, but like I said, I mean, they're mountains away from me, so.
Yeah.
Not that fires can't cross mountains, but.
Take a little while.
Jordan?
Well, the dominating wind direction tends to be, west to east, so.
Yeah.
Jordan, please don't type and drive at the same time. I don't want to be responsible for you getting into an accident.
Yeah, don't type and drive. That's just a terrible idea. They have like hours of video on YouTube about shit like that.
Were they recording it while they were driving?
Oh yeah.
All the people with dash cams and such.
If I saw someone typing and driving, I'd pull out in front of them and hammer the brakes.
Oh, I tried doing that to a cop. Cops are exempt from that.
You don't like your car, JPs?
When I see someone texting and driving or on the phone holding it to their face while driving, I do this.
Mm.
And that's going to do what?
I'm telling
Nothing.
them to hang up. Fuck all. Even if they don't listen to me, it still makes me
Pull
laugh.
out in front of them and you hammer the brakes really quick. See how quick the reaction time is.
All right. Even so, even if you're a red light or something and you're trying to type, I always actually pull off the road if I have to type or like look at my phone. Because sometimes if I've left work a few minutes early, my boss is not in the office and he calls me to check something in the database and I'm not there to do it. So I usually check what the text message is.
One of the things you can do now is do voice, instead of voice to text, you could just send a voice text message that you record and send it, and it's a lot easier to do that while driving.
I would have to enable that function on my phone, and then I'd have to like learn new information. And I'm lazy.
When that came a law here, like you couldn't use your phone while driving, people would start doing it while they're like at the red light. And cops were, they were standing on the pedestrian crosswalk and walk right up to the car and start writing a ticket.
Yep.
And they still do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, not out here because we don't have crosswalks in the country, but.
Yeah, it's called being a distracted driver.
Yeah.
Even if your car is stopped, stop your pay attention.
Well, how was Vegas, Elihu?
Oh, good. Had a
Yeah.
blast.
That's good. I saw most of your photos.
No, I think this I think this happened like I want to say at least a year ago. But when I was at one of my stores and I was walking from my car to the store, I see someone on their phone while backing up. And I was like, oh, God, he's not paying attention. He's not paying attention. Sure enough, he hits a shopping cart that someone had just left. And the shopping cart starts rolling down. And because he's on his phone, he doesn't pay attention at all. And I just watch as the shopping cart starts, rolling down the hill area towards the back of the parking lot and hit somebody's car.
Nice.
And the entire time, the guy who's on the phone doesn't notice a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, who pulls out of a parking space while looking at their fucking phone? You could hit somebody.
Idiots. Act like it's the 90s. Don't use your phone until you get out of the car. Jeez.
Woohoo! I started working out and eating properly or differently this month, and I'm down 6 pounds. Yes.
Yay.
Yeah,
well, I'm down. I think I'm down about 43 pounds right now, but that's only because if you exchange American currency for British, that's how much I've spent this weekend.
I went by the Heart Attack Cafe, but I realized, according to the scale, I weigh too less to eat free.
Yeah, you have to be like 300, what, 300 or 320?
350.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't getting that heavy, but when the scale was looking really close to 200, I'm like, nope. So,
hey, it was a good way to weigh my luggage on the way back.
So
okay.
Yeah.
I spent a couple of months breaking myself of some bad eating habits, and then an app came along from somebody who I follow on YouTube who does motivational and exercisey type videos and talks about, eating methods that can help you lose weight and stuff.
I'm sorry, but that is kind of funny.
In.
That's kind of funny, Jordan.
Till I'm on the dick. Yeah.
That'll make you lose pounds.
Yeah. That's a lot of dick, man.
Oh my!
Dandelion, I was gonna say something, but I'll just be quiet about your weight loss.
Well,
and feel happy for you.
If Jordan can't type, I'll say something that he asked me to say on my stream. Earlier, we were both on Salty Stream talking in the chat, and someone made a joke about what was it exactly? I'm going to paraphrase because I can't remember perfectly, but it was like talking about money, but money may not buy happiness, but I've never seen someone cry in a Mercedes. And the joke I wanted to make, but I didn't make because it was Salty Stream, was I was once in a Mercedes and I cried because she was just so damn tight.
I would have expected you to cry because she wasn't tight enough, but hey, who am I to judge?
But that was the joke I wanted to make that I didn't on his stream because, it's his church stream. I'm not going to be as crass as normal.
Right.
Okay, here goes. Don't get upset, Andy Lion. When it comes to weight loss in women, it always comes off the good fun parts first.
Yeah, well, I don't particularly like boobs, so fuck y'all.
Well, not just boobs, ass,
No, because my butt is actually
hips.
My butt is like a genetic family trait. We all have booty. It's just the way our butt muscles are shaped or whatever. So I'm not worried about my ass.
Okay.
Well,
even when I was skinny, people were always like, damn.
Well, I've always had, despite being a fat guy, I've always had a fairly flat ass. So,
yeah.
Oh, you have a board. Okay.
White person genetics.
Yeah.
It's called Al Bundy butt. You have a board.
It's really weird because there's no we're all white in my family, and it's my dad's side of the family. My mom doesn't have a butt, but my dad's side all has the back butt.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my sisters have it. My nieces have it. My aunt, even when she was like, an older person, my dad's sister, she had it. It's just it's the back butt. So
it's not one of those ones you can like rest a beer bottle on.
Well, I guess it would depend the angle that I was standing at.
You guys are weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, the white part. We were making. I took my daughters out to dinner last Friday, or my two youngest daughters, I should say, not all three of them. And we came to. We were talking about the whiteness factor of us because we were making jokes about my youngest daughter because she's basically like 90% white at this point. If you go by her genetics. Whereas I'm about I'm about 3/4 white, and her sister is actually 3/4 Native American.
All right.
So we were making white jokes on ourselves.
Well, race is arbitrary anyway, so.
But yeah, the weird conversations you have with your kids.
Yep. Or just random people on the internet, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good with that.
I may not have met most of you, well, actually, any of you guys in person, but I consider you all friends.
That's the same thing.
I consider you guys friends too. But still, like, it's a different level of friends than like friends that I've met in like, actual real life. Kind of.
I think the only YouTubers I've met in person are, Philip O'Reilly, of course, because we both live in San Diego. And Aaron Raw, he's a YouTube atheist guy.
Right.
I met him when he came to San Diego.
Nice.
So.
Yeah.
I've met Kai, Chris.
But those are the only two I can think of.
And AVP.
Nice. Well, you probably met Jack as well then? No?
No, Jack was couldn't make it down to DC.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so she just showed me around the museums.
Nice.
At some point in time, I may end up running into Dandelion if I'm over in BC.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I've got my sister, my aunt, so.
Yeah, for sure. Just
my aunt is in Maple Ridge, and my sister's in Chilliwack.
Yeah. I'm right between those places, sort of. I'm in Langley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm not even like I'm near like Aldergrove in Langley, so I'm not even like.
Yeah, you're nowhere near those forest fires.
No, the forest fires. There's a bunch way up north, and there's one out on the island, which actually kind of annoys me because that's the road I need to take to get out to the west coast, like of the island, and that's the only road out to where I like.
Yeah.
So I can't go out camping in Ucluelet until that fire's gone, and and it's actually really close to the Cathedral Grove, which is kind of like scary because I don't want the Cathedral Grove to burn down. That would be the saddest thing ever. I think it's not like super close to there. And again, the wind direction generally wouldn't be in that direction, so hopefully it's okay.
Plus the underbrush, so
there isn't much underbrush in the Cathedral Grove.
Okay.
But even so, I mean, those trees are pretty cool.
And when was the last time like any sort of fire had gone through there?
I honestly couldn't say.
Yeah.
I know out like where I usually go hiking, it was just about almost 100 years ago, and you can still see all the like charred wood and stuff because all the old growth. When the old growth trees fall over, there's like a lot of like splintered stump that gets left behind. And when the fire went through, they all like it kind of burned out the center of all of those, so they're all like charred on the inside and the outside and stuff. But that was like over 100 years ago, and they're all still there.
I'm kind of worried about this summer here in San Diego because we had a lot of rain this spring and winter. There's a lot of growth, and it's die away, and I'm worried about this. If not this year, next year is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Unless we do something.
Yeah, Yosemite got flooded.
Do you get more rain? You get more rain down there. Oh, no, you get less rain down there when it's an El Nino, right?
El Nino.
Yeah, El Nino's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just switched from La Nina to El Nino. But well, we had some of those atmospheric rivers up here the year before, and then you guys had them all this last year. We ended up with like one area like near Chilliwack that was under like 2 meters of water, just from like we actually had like 2 feet of rain.
Yeah,
landing on the mountains and rolling downhill. So
2 feet or 2 meters.
No, 2 feet of rain.
Oh, you said 2 meters. I'm like, okay.
Yes, but then the accumulated water in that area was like 2 meters deep.
Oh, okay.
Because it all the 2 feet fell also in the mountains, rolled downhill, and like flooded.
Yeah, 2 feet, a third of a meter. I'm like, math, come on.
That'd be between Abbotsford and Yarrow for you, JPs.
Yeah, well, my sister had footage and pictures of all that.
Oh yeah, I bet.
They couldn't even get out of the area of Chilliwack where
we
they
were
lived.
We were all trapped in the mainland.
Yeah.
We couldn't get out at all because we couldn't go up through Pemberton because that highway washed out near Lillooet. And then we couldn't get up the canyon because several bridges washed out. And then we couldn't get up the Coquihalla because a bunch of bridges washed out. And then I think it was Highway 5 that opened first, but that just had mudslides. It didn't lose any bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Hola, Mrs. Cardenas.
Yes, happy Father's Day to any fathers in the chat or audience or panel. I know, well, Mike, you're a dad, so happy Father's Day. Yep. JPs, do you have kids? JPs?
What?
Do you have kids? You and your wife?
Not that I know of.
Okay, all right. You're married though, yeah?
Common law, so
no,
yeah.
Same thing, more or less.
Got a cat.
Same thing.
And I'm pretty sure LDG doesn't have any kids, but let's hope not.
Hope not.
It's okay, Pickles. I don't have any kids either. I don't think Eli, you don't have kids either, do you?
Hell no.
Okay.
Don't worry, I make up for the rest of you because I've also been a donor 9 times. So technically, you could argue I have 13 or 14.
Holy crap! Sorry,
LDG.
Dude.
That would be Pickles. Yep.
All right. It should be gone now.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Jesus, it's so cold in here. My nipples are sticking out a good 2 inches.
It is cold here today, too. Out here, we call it January.
It's only 58 degrees here.
Well, no, I've got the AC on and a fan blowing right on me.
Oh, so it's hot outside. Yeah, no, here it's actually like pretty cool outside.
No, it's
cool. It's like about 60 degrees right now, maybe in the 50s. I can't tell. It's not that hot. But what's funny is I was in bed with Mrs. Vile, and her niece decided to crawl into bed with us. And that means that all the weight pulled off me. So I wake up, because my alarm goes off to remind me about the stream, and I'm completely uncovered head to toe.
Nice.
With the fan blowing right on me, the door open.
Nice. I'm just going through this week's menu thingy from this meal plan. So.
Oh, you do that?
I just started it. That's how I've lost 6 pounds.
Is that like chef's plate or something like that?
No. It's nothing like that. I have to buy and prepare all the food myself, but it's just a meal plan. Like it's like, okay, eat all these things on this day.
Sort of like Weight Watchers was, where they would give you the meal planners and you
kind of, I guess, but
I mean, all your food and.
Well, it's not. I don't work that precisely. If it's like this weight of chicken breast, I'm like, yeah, this is a chicken breast. That's the weight that it's going to be. That's the way I'm going to be eating of it. I'm not like going to like slice little pieces off one breast to put on the other. It's like, no.
Oh,
3.
My mom did that in like the 80s and she lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah, well, the idea is to track your macros, right? So your protein, your carbs, and your fats. And it's sort of like between 30 and 50% protein. So it's fine. Obviously, what I was doing was not working. So I need to like follow this for a bit. And then it's got other like recipes. And I just never have time to like track everything I eat. I just don't have time for it. It's just not something I'm going to do. So this is fine. It mixes it up. There's like lots of, you usually eat the same thing for 3 days. switch to 3 different, like something else for 3 more days, and then you get 1 day of just eat whatever you want.
Yeah. I
So-
looked at a bunch of those like keto style type of diets and talked
Right.
to my doctor about it. And he's like, well, try a few things. And I'm like, back in November and December,
Mhm.
he was wanting me to lose like 5 to 10 pounds in a month. And I think I did 12 in a month just by cutting out Pepsi consumption.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And water.
That was
Well,
my
what's
problem.
funny is every time
The
I've
water
talked to
wouldn't
the doctor
matter,
about-
Elihu,
oh,
because I take water pills.
go ahead.
So any water I consume just gets right out of my system.
You know, that was part of
water
the problem.
flushes out your system. That's why they say drink a lot of water.
Yeah. Well, that was part of the problem for me is I already don't drink any pop. You know, there's a lot of things I already don't do. So obviously I needed to switch something. I needed to do something completely different. So I thought, well, you know what? I like this lady's approach to things, you know, like the exercises she suggests and things like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a try. You know,
And then they're like, cut out
it's cheaper than
bread.
buying fatter clothes. Like, I mean, I'm already at the point where I don't fit my fat clothes. So I'm like, oh, screw this. I don't want to buy more clothes. It's cheaper to buy this. And then, you know, give it a go. Also, hiking was getting more difficult.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to like build some more muscle. So, and I want to see shoulders. I like a nice shoulder. So I'm going to work on some shoulder muscle.
But yeah, when I started reading that it was like, okay, you got to cut out bread. You got to cut out your pasta intake. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Well, that's why I like this, because if I want bread or pasta or whatever, my day off, that's what I eat. And they actually suggest you like kind of go overboard on your day off, because otherwise, if you're constantly in a deficit, your body starts thinking, oh no, we're starving. And then it slows your metabolism. So if you like, you know, cut loose 1 day a week or whatever, within reason, obviously.
And remember, when you're dieting and your stomach rumbles, it does not mean you're hungry. It means your stomach is having a withdrawal from food.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about that. That I got used to like last month, because I'm like, just
Yeah, people have hard times like, okay, my stomach hurt, I gotta eat. Like, no.
My
Your
stomach
stomach
rumbles. It
withdrawals.
means get to the washroom.
yeah. I say my stomach rumbles. It usually means I'm digesting what you just ate. So yeah, it's all
You
good.
know, that stomach rumble usually follows with a severe cramp. And it's
Oh,
like, go now.
righto. So anyway, I will see how this goes. I figured some of this weight was like really recently gained, so that'll probably go fast. But any additional weight that I'm going to try and lose will probably take a lot longer. So I'm not going to get too excited until I actually start losing the longer term weight. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I could lose a bunch of weight, like 10
I just
pounds in a week.
didn't want to go over 200 pounds. It was just like, no, I just can't do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to my original body weight. 8 pounds, 7 ounces.
There's a level there, Elihu. Obviously, I'm not going to attempt anything stupid.
You could probably pull that off, start smoking meth.
Yeah. No, because I still need to be able to pay the rent and function and shit. So
Oh, I need more coffee.
anyway,
You look like that Tibetan monk who's like 109 years old.
I should probably get going on my hike. It looks like it's going to be a nicer day than anticipated, so parking will be at a premium at the park. Oh,
Okay, you have fun outside
I will.
with all the insects and
Actually,
the grossness.
There's actually not that many bugs out here. It's not like Winnipeg with mosquitoes that'll carry off small children.
Never mind small children, someone my size.
Yeah, no, we don't have a lot of mosquitoes here. And up on the mountains where I'm going, there's little flies. They just kind of fly around you. They don't really do anything. They don't bite you or anything. I guess they just suck salt bits off your skin or something. I don't know. But
well, I'm in the middle, mosquitoes bite, so.
But I won't be going up high enough to reach fly altitude.
Black flies and the goddamn no-see-em flies.
There's no-see-ems, but only if I go and camp at the beach.
Yeah.
They're not like just they're not just everywhere. We really don't have a lot of like bitey insects out here.
God,
Not
those
as-
black flies that are so big and they're taking chunks of skin when they bite
Oh
you.
yeah. Or the deer fly out there. Oh, those are so bad.
I'm like, give me my DDT so I can spray myself down.
Yeah. Deet. Yeah. I hate that stuff. But I'm glad I moved out here because, yeah, we don't really get a lot of bugs. We had some mosquitoes last year because the melt was really late. And it was a really cool for quite a while. Hey, 47 Yorktown. How are you enjoying your January? He was saying yesterday that he was having cold, rainy weather too.
Well, this time of year, it always happens because the fair comes into town for 2 weeks, and it usually rains the entire time they're here.
There you go. Okay, well, I'm going to boogie because I want to go for a nice hike.
Okay, hon. Big Rod.
Okay. Happy
See
day,
ya.
everyone.
Later.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Yvette.
Later.
Love you. I don't know if she's still listening. Hopefully she is.
Yeah, I don't know why StreamYard seems to be mad at me right now.
StreamYard does not like you.
Well, it keeps having issues, and it's kicked me out twice so far, and I don't know why.
I can say why.
Is it because I stopped paying them?
No, it's because you're on a phone.
Because what?
You're on a phone.
I'm not on a phone. I'm on a laptop.
Same thing. It's even worse.
Still cold and wet, and Dandelion just saying goodbye again. So, what do you guys want to talk about now that Dandelion's gone? We can make fun of her behind her back.
Well, I went on to another stream this morning. Big mistake.
Whose stream did you go on?
A certain anti-pepper stream.
What time
Opposite
did you
of
go
pepper.
on? Because I was in his chat earlier too.
Right off the bat. First 12 minutes.
What?
And I've been doing some thinking.
Dandelion. I was kidding.
Right? So I've been doing some serious thinking. And
Oh no,
you know,
we're in trouble.
you know, I say humanity is quite interesting, right? So like, even if you take like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years, you know, there's been moments where other versions of me have come up with some really good life lessons or phrases or something that even stands true today, right? For example, the cry wolf story, right? So one of the things I was thinking about is like the second commandment, and I'm like, whoa, that's basically telling God, "Thou shalt not be sheep." Is it not? And I brought it up to the channel, and obviously his ability to respond with a coherent, respectful discussion was nil and zil. And I just got bullshit. Maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think?
What, the Second
You
Amendment?
lost us that.
The second
multiple
commandment
versions of
is
you.
basically translated into "Thou shalt not be sheep."
No, it's not.
Okay, well, I was hoping for like discussion, not just unsubstantiated response.
How is making a carved image?
Well, hold on.
Sheep?
Well, here's the question I have for you, LDG. Which second commandment are you talking about?
The second commandment about you shall not have idols, false idols, or worship anything.
Read the.
It's the one that talks about
from
idols.
start to beginning.
Yeah.
It says, "You shall not
LDG,
make for
read
yourself
it
a
from
carved
start.
image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven or above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." Which means you cannot make any carving drawings of a bird, a tree, a fish.
Well, but in a metaphorical aspect, not just literally.
Well, because the reason I'm asking is because not every 10 commandments is the same, depending on.
Yeah. I got that.
Translation.
That's why I clarified. Yeah,
because
it's the idol one.
The second commandment in the Catholic Bible is just blasphemy against the use of God's name.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, not that one.
Yeah, because any images card, it's a violation of the Catholic diocese because they have images of saints, people.
So, like I said, I was just thinking about it, and a version of my interpretation of that commandment. I couldn't escape the fact that it's basically telling you're not allowed to be sheep.
It's when a church takes the Bible verbatim, like one church ousted a congregation because they have women pastors, which is a violation of 1 Corinthians.
Why are we even talking about religion?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You asked for something. I came up with something off the top of my head. If you wish to talk about something else, go right ahead. But I figured with the like, especially with this whole rainbow flag crap, maybe it would be a interesting point to talk about.
Well, I have no issues with the rainbow crap. Hence the background. Hence the thumbnail.
I don't see the background.
Does this help?
Nope.
And he couldn't see it if he tattooed it to his eyelids.
Yep. It doesn't exist.
You got people, even the Black Lives Matter flag or symbol or whatever. I mean, that's worshiping false idol. No.
Well, technically, if you want to get real technical, anything could be that, including being a fan of baseball and supporting your team. But
technically, but there's got to be intent, and there's got to be.
But I'm also not a Christian, so I don't care.
Gotcha.
It's not a U.S. flag.
Yeah, like really, why should it? You don't practice the religion. Well, who the hell cares about it?
I also don't practice Hinduism, so I'll be.
That's a good question, but there's a lot of people. I would say there's millions of people.
Yeah.
All right. It's going nowhere. Next conversation. That's fine.
Care about it.
No, don't worry about it. Obviously, this is not the group of people that find this a stimulating conversation.
Well,
so how about the Flash?
I haven't watched it because I don't care to see it.
Oh, you picked
don't
up on that one
even
real
going
quick.
there, LDG.
Yeah, dear Lord.
What is funny is I went back and was looking at the videos from the DC animated universe, the one they ended, and it was primarily based on the New 52. And I much rather enjoyed the Flash in that series because the first movie is the Flashpoint Paradox, their version of it, and I thought it was better than anything I've seen out of DC's live action Flash. And other than the Arrowverse, I think Ezra Miller's kind of a shitty Flash.
A lot of people have been saying that, but I'm like, okay, you guys are judging this character based on previous incarnations of the character. This character changed in the movie. It's growth development. And people's like, hey, but it's Ezra Miller. I'm like, who cares who's Ezra Miller? It's a character. You're not watching Ezra Miller.
Hold on. I was not giving Ezra Miller crap. I'm saying I don't like his interpretation of the character from what I've seen so far.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. People are judging on what you've seen so far. This character changes in the movie. This character has a development in the movie. He becomes mature in the movie. He's not a kid in the movie. Yeah, he's in the beginning, but this character is a character of development. When James Gunn says this movie reboots the DC universe, yes, it reboots Flash's personality.
Well, I'm not
a fan of that. I like the animated Justice League Flash personality where he's still immature but
there's
responsible.
There's just maturity, but there's maturity as well.
You mean the one that was voiced by Lex Luthor?
Was that it? Justice League?
Well, in the animated Justice League? Hold on. Mrs. Vile's trying to talk to me. I'll be right back.
How about them Mets? They suck, don't they? Wow, now everybody's quiet. Jeez. Anybody's listening right now and there's quietness, it's because LDG has stopped talking for some odd reason.
Because when I speak, I'm never mind.
47 Yorktown. The 11th commandment was, thou shalt not drop this tablet.
Sorry, Mrs. Vile was trying, and I told her I'm going to talk about this as soon as I unmuted myself. She was asking me how her outfit was for this her thing which she's going to with her friends, the baby shower. And I'm like, babe, you know I'm the worst person to ask about this type of stuff. I think you look fine. You look great.
That's a loaded question when a woman asks you that.
So basically, she's changing her outfit now.
I have no idea, but I'll find out because I'm going to have to move when she needs to leave.
You always refuse to answer that question when they ask.
Does this just make my butt look big? Yeah.
I'm still wondering about commandments 11 through 15 from the third tablet.
Thou shalt not drop this tablet. Commandment 11.
Thou shalt not eat bacon. That's the reason.
Thou shalt not name a planet after a human body part.
The planet was named not named after the human body part. It was named after the Roman god. Okay, god of the underworld. Hello.
And 47 Yorktown movie Flash is a mix of Barry and Wally. That's part of the problem. I'm tired of these amalgam characters. Just make them one. That way, if need be, you can introduce Wally later. You can introduce Jay Garrick later.
I didn't see a Wally West version of Barry in the movie. I didn't really.
But to go back a little bit, what I was talking about, Michael Rosenbaum in Smallville played Lex Luthor in the Justice League animated show. He voices the Flash.
Oh. I thought you meant Lex Luthor in Justice League.
Oh, no, Rosenbaum.
And there is a funny bit where in the animated Justice League show from the DCAU, Lex Luthor does take over Flash's mind at one point, and it's really funny because you have Lex Luthor as the Flash being voiced by Lex Luthor as the Flash.
Oh yeah, he's in the mirror. It's like, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah,
I know that one out.
Oh, you know what I read a good comic about is it was on Twitter or something about the Joker. The Joker killed or the Joker effed up Darkseid.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I didn't know that was it. Yeah, the Joker.
You want to say
what was that character? Fizzleplex or something like that. And he tricked Fizzleplex to give Joker like 99% of his power, and he used it to like kill Batman every day. And is that what that is?
Yeah, it's called Emperor Joker.
Was it good?
Some of it. In my opinion, the funniest part about that series is the fact that the Joker wants to kill Batman with all this power, and he can't kill Batman because even with all that power, he has a mental block from actually killing Batman because he can't exist without it. It's fine.
I thought he killed him like every day.
She's asking my opinion. I gotta mute myself just in case.
Warning. I still want to know how he tricked Fizzleplex to give him his power. I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
Well, you can pronounce it any way you want, really, because they pronounce it differently in each medium.
Yeah, so how did he trick him?
I don't know if you tricked him. Hold on.
Because he was going to give him 1% of his power. And then instead of getting 1%, he was able to get 99%.
Okay. Of course, the first thing that shows up just says he tricked him. Doesn't say how he tricked him.
Of course, I'm sure it's spoiler free.
It's an old comic. Doesn't matter if it's full or not.
Okay, at some point, the imp from the fifth dimension, Mr. Mixixpilic, attempts to see what a member of the regular realm would do with his power and selected the Joker. He intended to donate only 1% of his power to the Joker, but the mad clown tricked him into revealing his true name and thus ended up with 99.99% of Mixixpilic's power.
Who?
Mixixpilic.
The imp from the fifth dimension.
No idea.
You smash with Superman all the time?
No.
Short little elf guy?
Is it just a comic or is there an animation of it?
It's just in the comics as far as I know. Okay, actually, I take it back. In Batman the Brave and the Bold, they did an alternate and tamer version of Emperor Joker. But I have never seen all the episodes of Batman Brave and the Bold.
Da, 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 da. I'm waiting for the movie version.
I don't know how well fifth dimensional beings would translate to a movie.
Well, if Gunn is smart, he'd scrap the whole Batman Beyond, Batman Brave and the Bold, and make a Batman Beyond movie.
No, I don't think so. I think they should establish each character just like they did in the MCU, then have a Justice League movie where they bring them together to fight a bigger threat. Because otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. The whole issue with the DC extended universe was they rushed to get a Justice League story out as quickly as possible. Don't all you agree or disagree at the same time?
Sorry, I was looking at my phone at the same time. What?
I said the main problem I had with the DC extended universe was the fact that they tried to rush a Justice League movie as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they should have established separate characters first, like we did with Marvel.
Now, here's my question. Which characters should definitely get a movie and which ones don't necessarily need one before you do a Justice League movie? And which characters should be in a Justice League movie?
All of them.
All of them? So you think Dove and Snow, or Dove and what's the other, what's Dove?
Hawk and Dove.
Hawk and Dove, thank you. Deserve a movie before they do a Justice League movie?
Sure, why not?
You know what I'd rather have?
You've seen enough of the MCU crap.
I'd rather see a Justice Society movie before a Justice League movie.
I want to see a Lex Luthor the teen years. Well, not the teen years, but pre-Lex Luthor.
Smallville.
Like,
Yeah.
Fuck Smallville. God damn, Smallville sucks. I want to hear about Smallville. I want a Lex Luthor centric.
It was done.
The first 3 seasons
That shows
of
him as
Smallville
a
was
good
stupid.
person,
No, it's first
and then
season.
how he became bad.
It was
But
always bad.
reimagined to the point where, like, because he's always been like a little bitch. Like in the first Superman, he was considered to be very smart and thinks 11D chess. And that ever since then, it's like Lex Luthor's a joke.
Dude, that was
Like all he
basically based on
has
the
is
comics,
an escape
okay?
plan or something. He wasn't like I want to see master intellect on a level I haven't seen before. Even Brainiac didn't like impress me at all.
That was the original Superman comics. Lex Luthor was a good guy. Superman thought it was a fire. Superman was trying to find a cure for kryptonite. He blew his hair off, messed up Lex Luthor. scarred him eternally. That's when Lex Luthor became a bad guy. Read the comics.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that was
like I said.
that was not. Hold on, Elijah. That wasn't introduced until the Golden Age Superboy comics. He was a villain, starting with the 16th comic book, I believe. I could be wrong about that. Back in the 1930s, so he was already a villain. He just wasn't a industrialist. They didn't do that until the 80s.
Yeah.
But no, if they do a Superman movie, I want to see the villain being Ultra Humanite first, because he was like the Lex Luthor before Lex Luthor.
Yeah, it was a good psychological adventure was Death Note. That was somewhat impressive. Where you had L like thinking 11D chess, trying to find out who the killer was.
Later, Jordan.
Later, dude.
Yeah, Jordan.
Like what I think a good first Superman movie would be is him, starting out as a hero, first trip to Metropolis, that kind of stuff, and the first thing he encounters, is the Ultra Humanite, and he defeats Ultra Humanite, but Ultra Humanite does the whole thing where he transfers himself into a woman's body, like he did in the comic books. And again, this was the 1940s or 1930s, so it wouldn't be considered woke. It's just doing what they did back then. And then at the end of the movie, after he's been defeated a second time, he reveals that he's transferred himself into the albino gorilla.
They already did that kind of part on Stargirl, dude.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it yet. I need to go back and watch that last season of Stargirl before they canceled it, which sucks because I liked Stargirl. That was really well done.
They canceled it? I thought that was doing well.
No, they canceled
it. Was, but they canceled Doom Patrol, Titans, and Stargirl because James Gunn took over, and they didn't want to confuse people.
Yeah, halfway through Stargirl, the writers were told, okay, the show may be canceled, so finish the series like it's the last of it. A couple weeks later, they finally get the notification like, yep, we ended the show, so do what you guys were told to do.
Those 3 series were rather good. I enjoyed them.
Doom Patrol was a little off the hook of the show.
At least Doom Patrol was surprisingly good.
Oh, hold on, guys. Mrs. Vile's about to head out, so she's giving me a
Finger?
Father's Day present that she got me. So I'm going to open it on camera.
Oh, I thought she was just giving you the finger.
Are you going to give me the finger too? Okay, she's
3 fingers.
Fingers.
Yeah, there you go.
All 3 of them will fit?
One's too loose.
Hey, someone wants to be on camera.
Oh,
warning.
This is Romina. So let's see. We have California Redwood shirt, which I will wear.
Nice.
Probably with the overshirt I'm wearing now to show it off because I've actually been there.
Wait.
I haven't been
Are
there
we
in
on
a year.
speaker?
Sorry?
Are we on speaker?
Well, I'm on my laptop.
So yes,
okay, I pay you $5 to smack Vile in the back of the head.
Fortunately, she doesn't speak enough English to understand what you're saying.
Muta slapa en la cabeza.
And she got me an Ally shirt, which I know my kids will love.
Oh my
God. Also, because she knows that if I wear it, certain people will get mad. So, yes, I will definitely wear it. Thank you, babe.
Very colorful.
All right. So yeah, I might even wear that Ally shirt next live stream just to piss people off.
I'm so pissed off that flag doesn't have any colors to represent straight and abstinence.
What does it matter? Any color can represent
It's supposed
straight.
to be. It's supposed to be an inclusive, and they leave out.
Okay,
two
hold
of
on. Here's my question for you
Major.
then: which color represents which whatever? Because the whole point of it is it's supposed to represent everybody.
Well, exactly. Every color represents a certain thing.
No,
which
every
color
color
Doesn't
represents being
represent
straight?
everybody.
It's meant to be every color doesn't represent someone individually or each group individually. It just represents everybody because a rainbow is all the colors, or at least all the visible colors.
What, it's not one color for every letter?
No, it never has been.
Oh, wow. I don't know why I was thinking that then.
It's because you don't know.
All right, so even in the acronym, you still don't have a letter for straight or abstinent.
Well, what do you think the plus signifies?
The plus is just being lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking major. We're talking major. The plus is the remainder. Is anything else we missed that isn't a major LGBT, mainstream sexuality? Straight is a mainstream sexuality. It needs to have a letter.
I don't care.
I mean, the plus is for A's and P's and all those other ones. I saw nature sexuality like last week where somebody was having sex with grass.
Okay, I don't want to know how you
Organic
why you were watching
sexuality.
something like that, let alone why they were
It was
doing
on Twitter. It gets forced in front of my face. I didn't actually search for it. I didn't even know it existed until I saw it on Twitter.
Please, we all know that you were actually looking for that category in xnxx.com.
Oh yeah, because the one thing I want to stick my shit in is a freaking tree. Yeah.
Gotta love nature.
Gives a whole new definition to the word tree hugger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, considering I've seen police videos of that of a guy doing that to a car exhaust pipe.
Oh God.
Try to convince him that that's not how you love your car. Sorry, am I being too loud?
What?
Oh, I was asking if I was being too loud.
You're not loud enough. Say it again.
And yes, after telling her that she looked great, she went ahead and changed anyway.
Of course. See, I called it, man. Called it.
Well, she knows how badly I dress, so she knows I have no taste in clothes.
My favorite is when you're gonna go out with them, and then they look at you after getting all dressed up and shit like that, and like you're wearing that. I'm like, the fucking right I am.
I'm very familiar with that look. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't dress crappy when I go out.
Oh yeah, you do. We've seen your pictures.
Well, last time we went to the movies, you looked at me that way.
Hey, David called me a snazzy dresser, okay?
He was just trying to get you out of your closet.
If I get a compliment from Coverfield, that's a compliment. He called me a snazzy dresser. I felt good that night.
So what else should we talk about? I watched Strange New Worlds Season 2, Episode 1 this morning before the live stream.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Plot GPT. Yeah.
What do you mean by plot GPT?
He thinks
Another
every
example
episode is
of-
written by fucking AI now. So
Yep.
You're just going to say that everything is now like that, huh?
Well, that's exactly because that's what's happening. That's the whole AI boom. Everyone's using it now. They've been using it for a while, especially the big boys. But now that it's mainstream, and of course they're using it.
You guys realize that it went mainstream a couple months ago, and this episode was written last year? Hello?
Yeah. Yes, and they've had it for 10 years now.
I see. Even though the GPT architecture using the G3 setup wasn't developed until what, 4 years ago?
That's just the GPT architecture. AI has been around for like over 10 years now.
The G3 version of the architecture wasn't developed until about 4 years ago. If they were going off of the G2 or the G1, I can understand you. But the database for G3 is over 10,000 times larger than the G2. And you know that. Or at least you should know that.
Yes. And they were using some version of it when they were making these series.
No, they were not, dude. They were not using some.
You have no proof. You can't say they know they weren't.
Okay, LDG, you have no proof that they did.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's evidence.
You have no evidence.
I refuse to believe human people are that stupid to give us canon-breaking plots. Completely
LDG,
lazy plots.
I can verify that humans are that stupid just by the people on the panel.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. You can say what you want. If you don't have or do have proof of anything, then what's the fucking point of even discussing it? Because you don't have proof or not proof of anything.
Just because you don't like something does not mean it was written by an AI.
I'm just saying, as somebody who can talk with experience, I am noticing something, and I'm noticing it looks like they're using AI heavily.
Okay, I have a question for you. During the writer's strike of the 1980s, were they using it then? Because all the scripts for season 2, or the first half of the scripts for season 2 of Next Generation, were nearly identical to scripts used on the original series.
No, because AI wasn't that big in the 80s. It wasn't developed enough.
But they were just recycled scripts. I mean, obviously an AI had to have written them.
No, that doesn't make sense. Why are you just putting words together?
Hollywood's been recycling scripts for decades. They don't need AI to do it.
Oh, yes, they do.
I mean, even back in the 80s, they realized that Star Trek The Motion Picture was a reissue of The Changeling from TOS.
Well, yeah, there are examples of reusing scripts or ideas.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean it goes across the board.
Doing the same thing, LDG. It's
There's
not evidence now of being
people they
AI.
have to pay. Yeah, credit that needs to be given. I mean, if it's AI, then they don't have to give credit. They don't have to pay for it.
Here's the plot. A man and a woman together. Woman gets kidnapped, held for ransom and a hostage or something. The guy has to fight his way out. Oh my gosh, it's almost every single movie I've seen in Hollywood.
An AI can do those same exact scripts in a fraction of amount of the time for a fraction amount of the cost. That's the difference between reusing scripts just outright or even paying somebody to create one.
But even the AI generated scripts, at least the way the architecture works now, they are unable to innovate. They have to just use previous plot points, period.
No, there's always a way to innovate.
No, the AI is not capable of innovating right now.
Okay.
When an AI writes a script, it is not able to go from it doesn't
AI
know
itself
what the sentence is going to be before it starts writing. It goes word by word. Again, you know this.
Okay, LDG, give me a subplot and see if and let me tell you. Okay, give me a subplot that's not AI generated. Give me a subplot. Come on, quick.
What do you mean?
Give me a plot for a movie or TV show.
Let's give you a plot.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you this. Whatever you say is
a person wakes up and gets a person taps into the secret that every molecule is actually a universe, and they're communicating with this person, and they can control the entire world if they want to.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
So basically, you're just hold on. So you're basically just combining the Atom and Psycho Pirate from DC.
Maybe. I don't know what Psycho Pirate is.
So
when you find out every molecule, and when you find out every atom is actually a universe, and you can communicate with the entire your universe, then what would happen?
Again,
you find out that these universes know you exist.
Microverse with Psycho Pirate from both of them DC properties.
And what did they do? What was the plot?
Hold on.
Leave it. Goodbye. Have a good day.
Hold on? Psychopirate might be Marvel. I'm gonna look. Okay, yeah, Psychopirate is DC, so I was right. Okay, just making sure. And sorry you left, JP's. I didn't know if you were just off on the conversation or had to go.
He just said he had to go. Didn't say why, but he just took off and left us. Abandonment issues.
What does Psychopirate have to do with anything?
Part of his power set is basically he talks to individual molecules in order to do what he wants them to do.
All of them or just individuals?
All of them.
All right, I'm looking at it now. I want to see this.
He's a reality warper.
Another dumb superhero. Kind of like Snowflake, who got his powers by cocaine.
He speaks with the Atom, not the Atoms.
He talks with Adam. Well, talks is loose. It's more of it's all psychic stuff.
No, you're talking about you're talking about the character, the Atom.
No,
not
when I said
literal Atom.
We're not talking about the Atom.
I was talking when I said the Atom. I mean because the Atom introduced the microverse into DC continuity. It's similar to the quantum realm from Ant-Man.
I'd have to look into it, but this doesn't look anything close to what I'm talking about.
That's because you haven't read as many comics as I have. Because I'm a real nerd.
You're geek, not nerd. Geek.
Geek, freak, nerd. Same difference.
They're the same.
I know. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're basically.
I mean, they're fine if you think they're the same. That's okay. No, nothing wrong with you if you think they're the same, but they're not. That's like saying a politician and the president are the same thing.
No,
it's a politician.
They, by definition, a president is a politician.
Yeah,
but a president, but a politician, yeah, but it doesn't work the other way around, though.
No, because not every politician is a president, but every president is a politician.
Yes, so they can't be the same.
One is a subset of the other.
So again, so they're not the same.
If you're a president, you're a politician.
One is a subset of the other.
So they are not the same. Oh my Lord, what else you want me to say?
If you are president, you are a politician, period.
A square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle can never be a square.
A rectangle cannot be a square, and a square cannot be a rectangle.
A square can be a rectangle.
No, it cannot. A square
yes, it can.
A rectangle is not equal
the definition of a rectangle is two opposite sides have the same. They don't have to be different.
Equal.
They just
equal.
No,
yes, exactly.
Elihu,
I am right.
Don't make me defend LEG. Yes, every square is a rectangle, but not all squares or rectangles are squares. Again, it would be the same thing I just said. A square is a subset of rectangles.
But it's its own thing as well. It can be a subset, but it can also be its own very different, unique thing.
No, because it's a subset. By definition, it is the same thing above it as it is below.
All right, one second. I think I got groceries I got to bring in. Go ahead and continue.
It's like all Chihuahuas are dogs. Because Chihuahuas are a subset of dogs. It does not mean that all dogs are Chihuahuas. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about that.
I think you had a grocery excuse.
Excuse me.
No excuse for you.
Dang, too many airplanes going overhead.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. I live nowhere near the airport. The only time I hear planes going overhead is during Fleet Week. And why is 47 Yorktown not on panel?
All right, this is what I was looking for. Took me a while. According to thesaurus.com, synonyms for nerd: geek, dork, goober, trekkie, techie, dweeb, goofball, weirdo.
I'm a weirdo.
So, if nerd and geek are synonyms, they basically mean the same thing. All right. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the poll. I haven't even checked on it since I started the stream.
I haven't bothered with it. Couldn't really access it.
So, the question I asked for people that may or may not have been paying attention was, did you listen to your parents when they forbid you from doing something? We have 9% said yes, 27% said no, 11% said most of the time, and 36% said sometimes. And the whole point about this was a conversation I was having with Darren on Twitter, because he said that
Yeah, I remember that. It's on our feed.
all kids, when they listen, or not, I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, kids, when you forbid them to do something, they listen. I was like, no.
I could bring up that feed since you got blocked from him. You want me to?
No, he didn't block me.
I thought you got blocked.
No, it was somebody else that blocked me.
Oh.
That was the whole, I guess I win this one, because the guy was trying to argue that cis white men are the new Jews when it comes to the way they're treated. And I was like, no. And he dared me to prove him otherwise. And I did. And he blocked me. And he deleted his original comment.
Here, I found it. I found the feed. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I found it.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking on the wrong freaking page for you to show it off.
Yeah, I made a little comment about Playboy and stuff, right? And of course it goes, last heard kids weren't supposed to be able to buy Playboys, except when they told they can now. Playboy no longer has nudity, so age restriction was removed. There. Last time I saw a Playboy was 2001. Still would let my kid buy one, even if they don't offer nudity anymore. Even without nudity, it's still very much an adult magazine. Doesn't matter if you let your kid buy one. Legally, there was nothing preventing a child from buying one anymore. There. It doesn't matter too. A parent can forbid the kids from drinking soda, watching Skinamax, eating Cocoa Puffs. All illegal. All legal, Dick. How many kids do you have? I can tell you that in my experience, from both having kids and formerly being one, that you can forbid your kids from doing a lot of things. They will still do it. There. I can tell you from experience that you are incorrect. Yeah, I totally listen to my parents about everything they forbid me to do. That's why my mother knew I was a virgin right up to the day I told her she was going to be a grandmother. Some parents just do it better, I guess. And I'm sure your kids will grow up perfectly obedient. I mean, my response was basically, a parent forbids something. Sounds like an excuse kids may make dudes test something out, like, hey, don't buy Coca-Cola, although it tastes better than Pepsi because they are woke. Yeah, the kids go, Coca-Cola is such a very sweet soda. And of course, Darren's response was, go find a book. Couldn't even argue that statement, my little valid statement, but just saying, go read a book. I'm like, okay, what is that supposed to prove? What's that argument mean, dude? Come on. Read books.
Sorry, the kids are yelling at each other. I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah, a kid is going to define their parent, okay? I do not know any kid who never defied their parent before. Growing up, everything about my friends in school, my social circles, parents that did not do something, they're going to do it. So yeah, a kid is going to defy their parents. Yeah, I was going to about to stop that anyway. Thanks.
Yeah, I know plenty of things that my parents, like even my parents, didn't obey their my grandparents all the time. I mean, my grandparents forbid my mother from joining the military, so of course that's what she did.
Yeah, I forbid you from hanging out with that person. Oh wait, you hang out with that person. Oh no, you just disobeyed your parents. You're a bad kid. Please. I forbid you to go to see an R-rated movie in the theater. Okay, Mom. Guys, let's go to movies. Please.
Oh.
If I didn't defy my parents, I wouldn't be the person who I was.
Well, I don't think anyone would be if if people listen to their parents all the time.
Yeah, it's like military. You're supposed to obey your superior officer. Really? There are incidents where you don't listen, you disobey, and still things come out right. You don't have to listen to every single order that comes your way.
Well, one of the tenets of being in the military is if there is a order that you are given that you find morally questionable, you are bound not to obey that order.
Exactly.
And it's up to a court to decide if you should be punished or not.
Yeah, you don't have to follow every single order given to you. Military, parents, marriage. The only reason why somebody should actually follow and obey every single order is if you're a slave, okay?
No, and I would say if you're a slave, you're encouraged not to obey orders.
Yeah, I agree. But you know the point I'm making, dude. If you're a slave, disobey all the orders, but slaves technically they listen, they have to obey all orders.
Right now I'm just waiting for Mrs. Vile to leave because I'm gonna have to move when she does. She said she was gonna leave before 9. I'm guessing she's gonna be fashionably late. And I know I'm gonna get slapped later for saying stuff like that.
Slap that mic up. Ding, 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 ding. Slap that bitch up. Or slap that bitch up.
Anyone who's listening and wants to join the panel that's not already up, come on up. I pinned the link is still pinned because LDG is barely talking and it's just me and Elihu, so it's just the two crazy liberals on the panel.
Just a weirdo. All right.
Well, technically it's a centrist and a liberal, but let's face it, anyone who considers themselves a centrist is considered a liberal. Yeah. But on that note, anything else you want to talk about, Elihu, that's more nerd related?
Still don't know how Copperfield does his tricks.
Engineering and misdirection.
Really? I'm right at the front stage. I can hear that screen every time it goes up and down. The screen did not even move, and all of a sudden this huge 20-foot alien ship appeared. Like, what the hell?
As I said, it's engineering and misdirection.
I can see the front stage. I can see in front, behind the panel. Screen raises up. David appears on a motorcycle. What the hell? I'm 5 feet away from a card trick. I still don't know how the guy does it. I'm like, what the hell? Usually I can see sleight of hand stuff, but David is so good.
No, my favorite. I know a couple of card tricks, and what's really funny is I show them to my kids, and they're like, "How do you do that?" Yeah, it's like, "Oh, it's magic." Yeah, no, your dad knows magic.
No, he had both his hands. He had one hand in his pocket. He was doing the card with one hand, Lady picked her card. Yada. Picked up the card again. It was not the card. His card was in his pocket. I'm like, what the hell?
Again,
No,
it's
bad.
misdirection.
Jeez.
My favorite ones, though, Elihu, are the mathematical ones for card tricks.
Oh, yeah, he did that on stage, yeah.
Which means that it doesn't matter what your card is. It's going to show up regardless because of the math involved.
Yeah.
So it looks like I know what your card is, but I have no clue what your card is. And I do that to my kids, and they hate those ones. What? ¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasa? Spanish, Italian.
Okay. Sorry, Mrs. Vile's nephew's trying to talk to me. And I have no idea what he's trying to say because I don't speak enough Spanish, despite coming down here every other weekend for a year now.
Yeah, I've been in America for over 45 years, and I still don't speak American.
Well, maybe you should travel down to the South more often. You'll learn how to speak American fairly easily.
Young too? Ah. Let's live down in the South.
What was it? I think I said something along the lines of when my kids were talking to me saying their new slang that I don't understand. I said, I don't understand your jibber jaggy or jibber jabber. And they were like, what does that mean?
It's all technical babble.
Technobabble.
Yeah.
Elihu wouldn't know technobabble if it hit him in the soft side of the head.
He wouldn't know technobabble if someone threw a tricorder at his head.
All right, so yeah, I looked it up. You're right. They are subsets, but they also can be treated completely different as well in the casual sense.
Well, thank you for admitting I was right. Are you
You're partially right, yes.
Are you okay, LDG, having to admit when someone else is right?
Yeah, because it really hurts me. It's kryptonite. And I won't be other YouTubers and say the obvious. Oh, a broken watch is always right twice a day. Bullshit.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either because you're stuck on military time. You're only right once a day.
How many times can a broken watch be right on regular time?
The joke would be twice a day.
No, what's the correct answer, though?
It depends on your your frame of reference.
What's the maximum amount of times a broken watch can be right?
I'll be back. I need to see Jalil, Joe.
It depends on your
in a
frame
single
of reference.
day.
It depends on your
Very
frame
simple
of reference.
answer. It doesn't matter. There's a maximum. No matter what your reference is, there is a maximum amount of times a broken clock can be right.
It would be every second of every day, depending on your frame of reference.
They don't have time zones for seconds and minutes. They only have them for hours.
On planet Earth.
There's no 302. All right, if you're not going to play ball, never mind.
I know what you're trying to say. If you're just going to
fucking, yeah, but you can just give me the right answer and let's move on.
As I said, it depends on your frame of reference.
No, the correct answer is 12 or 24. Sorry, 24. Broken watch can be right 24 times a day. Oh, all right.
I like Yvette's answer. 2 for analog, 1 for digital.
Put a broken watch on an airplane and fly it around where it crosses every time zone within an hour. It's going to be right 24 times.
Yes, but what's the what does a clock measure?
My foot up your ass. That's what it's measuring. Okay.
No, that would be a ruler or a tape measure.
Pressure gauge. Yeah.
But what does a clock measure?
What do you think?
I know what a clock measures.
I know what a clock measures too.
Okay, then say it. What does a clock measure?
It measures the rotation of the Earth's rotation.
Incorrect.
What is it?
It measures itself. Because the objective reference of a clock, whether it's working or not, is another clock.
What?
How do you the objective
How do you
measure
figure
of
that?
a clock that is not working properly is another clock.
Oh, that one. Oh, I thought you meant a clock, not one that's not working properly.
So the only thing a clock measures is itself. It's a internal reference frame for how the intervals of time are for that reference frame. That's why clocks going faster or slower actually measure the time of their reference point, meaning that they can tick faster or slower depending on how fast they're going, or if gravity is being warped or not. So they don't even measure time. They just measure their reference points.
There is no time. You can't measure time.
That's exactly what I'm
Time is
saying.
happening all at once.
They are measuring their reference frames. See, even Yvette's saying a clock measures itself.
Wow. All right, good. I learned something.
I just came back and saw in the chat, LVG, that's bullshit. I'm like, okay, that's normal chat. So what the hell's going on now?
Because even Yvette will admit or tell you that like the clocks on the GPS satellites, they actually tick faster than they do here on Earth because they're moving faster.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
It's just one of the things that proves relativity, or not proves, but shows evidence for relativity.
Yeah, atomic clock's the best for that. So what did I miss when I was gone?
I don't know. I didn't even realize you left.
I said I had to load that.
I missed it. Or I missed you saying it.
You said okay.
There is time dilation on a very minute scale at the ISS. Yes, there is.
It's about by 2.234 microseconds, something like that.
Well, it depends how big you are.
No, it does not depend on how big you are.
Time dilation besides in between a person on the USS space station, whatever, and one of a microscopic.
Did I say minute or not minute? I'm sorry, Yvette.
Yeah.
I do know it's like fractions of a second, so.
Yeah, it's like 0.234.
It depends how big you are.
No, it does not matter, dude.
Hell, if you take two clocks that are synced up perfectly, and you just take one to the top of a tall mountain, and you leave one at the base of the mountain, after a certain amount of time, they will actually be different. Because even though the Earth is rotating at the same speed, because the top one has more or is further away from the gravitational pull of the Earth, it's ticking faster.
Same as if you go to the top of the skyscraper and the street level.
Yeah, but at that point, it's so small that you wouldn't notice. It took a very long time for it to be that way.
People on ground level are still going slower than people on the top floor. That's why I said atomic clocks.
They use atomic clocks on the ISS on Earth to keep all equipment in perfect sync. Yes. And I believe they're all set to scale for the cesium block in Colorado. At least I think so. I don't know if they're still doing it that way.
I'm not sure.
I know they used to. I don't know if they're still doing it. Quick to the Google deal.
NASA does not want to make the same mistake by doing meters to inches. Oops! Sorry about that probe. Yeah, they want to be uniformed. What does the Google Mobile say?
It's not telling me.
You mean I got to search now? Shit. Okay, let's see. It is the survey of reported. Yeah, I don't know what it's where is it? Doesn't say. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to check, but the main website just says it was built in 2005, but I don't know if it's still being used or if they've made one that's newer since then.
Greenwich Mean Time. ISS operates on Greenwich Mean Time. And they choose
Yvette is telling LDG that his current avatar is creepy.
Oh, yeah.
It represents how AI will allow you to be able to express your hands, express yourself using your hands.
Hey, let me get my helmet on. Okay, now I'm prepared for the crash.
There we go. Google Mobile.
Also got kind of a labyrinth feel to it.
Pan's Labyrinth. Not David Bowie.
Remember the Cave of Hands?
Damn, David Bowie and his crotch bulge.
It's the magic of the babe. The magic of the babe. I'm just glad Hollywood scrapped that idea to remake Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just so glad they did that. Like, thank you.
Yeah, there's definitely movies that don't need to be remade.
They wanted to remake Willow, they decided to make it into a continuation sequel. I'm like, thank you for not redoing it, but just continuing the story. Warwick Davis was good as Willow, the first one and the second one.
Well, I actually haven't seen the Willow series, so that might be something I'll check out later.
Yeah, you got a little mature. Character got matured enough. He's not a kid anymore.
While we're watching The Last of Us, but he's not a huge fan of horror, so I don't know if we're going to continue it. Maybe I'll watch it on my own.
Oh, you can tell Caddy that she can slap me because I missed the Stranger Things free entrance will premiere at Vegas.
Well, it's not Caddy, it's Vile Style that likes Stranger Things.
Sorry, Vile Style, yeah. Yeah, I was walking by, there's a huge line. I'm like, okay, line, what's going on? Oh, Stranger Things exhibit. Free entry today only. I'm like, nah, I don't want to stand in line. Nah. That's apart from the show. They had some other stuff in there. I'm like, I don't want to wait in line to go see that. So that's why next door to Eminem World.
I was trying to see if I could edit LDG's avatar to change it to something else to make Yvette happy, but apparently I can't. I can only edit his name and headline.
I put a better looking guy in my avatar than me, so I.
You want me to change it? Don't change it.
No, Yvette wants you to change it.
Just change it. That's what I think I was talking to. Here we go. How's this?
Still see it.
Yeah.
Give it a second.
That just looks like some. I don't know what that is, so I don't care.
Doesn't look familiar.
Alrighty, hold on. I'm just checking my battery power because I'm waiting for Mrs. Vile to still leave. Because when she leaves, I'm going to take her parking space. She says, "Dick boy, that's okay." Is that what Dick? Is that supposed to be an avatar of something called Dick Boy, or is that just a joke she's making?
No,
Because I don't know.
It's just a little girl in the woods, scared with a whole bunch of scary things looking at her.
Maybe I should. I need to add an AFK avatar, don't I? Let's see. I've got both of the Vilemike Avatars. So we got the one with Caddy in the Starfleet universe uniform, and we have the one with Caddy in the Legend of Zelda outfit. We have me on the beach, me in the car. One of my favorites, the Space PETA, and the classic phaser set to boink.
All I got is my little astronaut, my Homer, me and Capaldi, my cartoon avatar, my stretch thing I had, my punk rock, my Baker me, my Hollywood me, DC me, Yosemite me, ATV me, Copperfield me.
You don't have Uranus, you?
Hey, conservatives get to ban wrestling now.
Why?
Oh, because of what happened at the AEW last night.
What happened?
CM
burn
Punk
a flag or something?
No, CM Punk grabbed a support LGBT youth sign, brought the person holding the sign down to the ring, and the sign itself, and they talked. So conservatives.
And what?
They talked about supporting LGBT.
He was supporting it?
Oh no, the horror.
Yeah. He saw a fan with a sign, brought the fan and the sign down to the ring, gave the fan a mic, and talk about how much he supports the LGBT community. So conservatives get to ban wrestling now.
Yeah, did you see the post I made on Twitter about the what do you call it when a boycott of one company's products causes you to buy more of that or the similar product from that same company?
Yeah. It's like how piracy actually drives people to the theater.
Well, I don't know about that, but
No. I'm telling you, that's a fact. They actually did a research on it, and they found out that if piracy disappeared tomorrow, it would actually affect negatively their box office.
I'll take your word for it. Sorry.
Yeah, why did DEFCON just tweet ping?
What else should we do?
I can personally vouch for. I can personally vouch for having gone seen a movie at a theater that I otherwise would not have after seeing it elsewhere. At least once.
A lot of people can say that.
Well, the way I look at it, if you're going to create a movie, you're probably going to want to sell merchandise related to that movie. And the more people that see it, regardless, are going to buy the merchandise.
That too.
You shouldn't be relying off of ticket sales solely for any property.
Exactly. Exactamundo.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
Excuse me.
No excuse.
Excuse me. Ooh. Pardonnez-moi. Mon ami, que l'on capitão. Valamissimo conectaria.
Today is Paul McCartney's birthday. Did not know that. Woohoo, the Fab 1 and Fab 4. It's a good deal. And why am I the only one talking right now? You guys do not want to hear the sound of my voice. Trust me.
Because I had to plug in the laptop. Hopefully, the signal is not going to die on me again. Or am I roboting already?
Nope. You're not Mr. Roboto.
Because, as I said, I got to move the van once Mrs. Vile moves, but she's not doing that yet.
It's not parked down by the river?
No. Oh, crap. Fudge. Hold on. I'll be right back again.
You do that, I'm a little bold. It's time for Wake and Bake. What the hell's my poker? Here it is.
Stupid me. I plug in the laptop, but I failed to plug in for the laptop.
Yeah, it would help if it actually plugs it into the wall itself, man. Yeah, you get some current power.
I know, it's amazing. If you don't plug the cord into the socket or the outlet, you don't get power.
Unless you're Static Shock. Are you Virgil? Oh yeah, James Gunn said that Blue Beetle is the very first incarnation of the new DC universe.
And I'll say this, if they don't reference Dan Garrett or Ted Kord, I'm going to be mad in the Blue Beetle movie.
You know, one of the stupidest posts I've seen about this and why people are not going to see the Blue Beetle movie? Hollywood's gone woke. The casting has Hispanic as a new superhero. Like, what? Jaime, it's Hispanic. Hello.
Dang. Is like everyone still asleep or are they celebrating Father's Day?
I have no idea. I'm not going to talk to my dad because I don't feel like doing a seance.
Well, I don't believe seances work, so.
I already honored my father when I went to Pearl Harbor, okay?
Well, my dad is currently sitting in a box at my sister's house.
When I went to Pearl Harbor and Smitty's bar, I honored my dad, okay? I did that already.
Well, when Caddy turns 21, what we're supposed to do is drive to my sister's supposed to drive out from Virginia to Texas. I'm supposed to drive to California to Texas. We're supposed to open a bottle of wild turkey drink to him, and sprinkle his ashes over my brother's graves. Because that's what he wanted.
Don't forget, while you're in Texas, get a Whataburger.
Well, of course, I have to, because Caddy wouldn't forgive me. Oh, one of the times I actually went to Texas on my own, she asked me to specifically go to Whataburger and bring her back a burger, and I did that.
You know what pisses me off is the fact that if you get somebody cremated, the odds of all those ashes actually being the person who died is like not existent.
Who cares?
I got a friend
I
from
care.
Australia.
If I want to be cremated, I want my freaking box to be full of my ashes only.
Personally, I don't care. It's the symbology
That's
of
fine.
it anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. But since somebody does care, then it should be done.
I've said to my kids, when I die, I don't care what you do with my meat. Donate to science. Donate as many organs as you can. Burn up the rest and flush it down the toilet. I don't care.
The point of well, unless you're talking about experimental study, but
well, as I said, I don't care. Yes, the hood of my car is open. I know that. Okay. Sorry, Mrs. Vile's nephew's trying to tell me that the hood of my car is open. I'm trying to tell him, yes, I know it's open. Yes, I know. No, I'm not going to park over there.
Serrano! You said you to close it. Serrano! See, close it. Serrano!
I know, but I don't need to close it right now.
Oh.
After Mrs. Vile moves her car, then I'll close it.
I go figure. I learned Spanish more on Sesame Street than my own dad.
No, you can have it. Por tú. Cojon por tú.
Cojones? What?
No, not cajones. Cajon.
The cojon por tú. Cojon por tú. You can have. I got it. I'm trying to tell him that.
All right.
He's worried because I had these boxes in the back of my car that I was using as impromptu laundry baskets.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need all of them, so I put one of them in the house, and he's like, you need it for your clothes? And I'm like, no, I don't need it for the clothes. You can have it.
Is Yo Puedo Tenerlo? What is that word? How do you pronounce that word again? Shit. Yo Puede. Fuck, I forgot how to pronounce that.
All right. I can now move the car, so I'll be back again. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
To ourselves? About ourselves? Or amongst ourselves? I guess he's not giving us a choice. Huh. Okay, what's going on in the world? Al Bundy's trending because he's one of the most favorite TV dads.
Yes, you can have it. Por tú.
I love it when he sounds like he thinks he knows what he's saying, but she's like, what are you talking about?
Secret Invasion will officially take place after the events of She-Hulk and quote-unquote present day on the MCU timeline.
The silence is deafening.
It's the sound of the silence.
Sorry, I'm just getting ready to do a bunch of things I got to do today. I just got somebody DMing me that they need some help.
Alrighty. See.
I have a slight headache and eye ache.
Oh.
Move. What? Sorry. Now I'm just going to be bombarded by annoying children.
Oh, like normal on your stream. Gotcha.
And I wonder if any of the Vile kids are going to join the stream once they see it, considering it's supposed to be Father's Day.
Probably not.
No. Mm-hmm. No.
What the hell?
Yes. Yes, you may have $20 from Vile's wallet. Yes.
I don't have any money in my wallet now. I gave the last of my money to Mrs. Vile.
The woman takes all the money.
Her nephew's trying to come into the car with me.
Llevar todo mi dinero en mi billetera.
What?
No idea. Oh, he's going for pterosaur again. He knows I have a transformer in my glove box.
Niña, te pagaré $5 si puedes golpear a Mike en la cabeza.
No.
Dude, that accent is really off on that computer, man. You need to get a better accent, dude. It's like talking Spanish with a southern twang. Doesn't work, okay? Fix that algorithm.
Fix what?
LDGs.
Niña, te pagaré $5 si puedes golpear a Mike en la cabeza.
Is that better?
That's
No.
a little bit better, but no. It's still like talking Spanish with a southern twang.
No, that's a Spanish voice to speech right there.
Like biblioteca. Come on.
No.
That was the last one. I'm gonna freaking put my foot in your cabeza, dude. I swear.
Cabeza? What's a cabeza?
All right, let's see. I'm trying to see what else is going on so we have something to talk about. Because no one else is joining the stream, and we only got 3 people watching.
Well, I just got the latest update for Secret Invasion.
Mike, you the pizza?
What? That's
La pala.
In Captain America,
he's 4 years old, or no, 5 years old. Cut him some slack. Or no, sorry,
Dude, I don't
God,
even know what he said. What do you mean, cut him some slack? Cut me slack. For all I know, he's speaking perfectly.
he's speaking LDG.
Yeah, aren't you're a Florida man? Don't you speak Spanish?
No.
Mike.
What?
Yeah, no.
He's using pterosaur to shoot me. And now Pterosaur just tackled me.
Mira, ayuda bocota.
Speaking of Pterosaur, do not see Beast Wars.
Shh. Silencio, por favor.
Se comió tu pelo.
Don't bother seeing Beast Wars.
Why? That's one of the things I want to watch.
Okay, it's a good movie, but does not mess with the totally mess with the continuity of the whole Transformers series. It just messes with it.
So, what's the point? Yvette said she'll come on after. So, well, we can wait for her.
Okay.
Now, what are you talking about? It messes with the series because
it's a prequel.
No shit, it's a prequel. It takes place in the 90s.
89.
Either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, it messes with the Transformers movie line. Watch it and you'll see. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
She unclipped my Rodimus and is now playing with my Rodimus. No. I didn't say she could pull that one down.
No, not the name. No.
Mira. Now he wants that one. Ah, Fubar. Fine.
That was a good show, man. You should watch Fubar.
I did. It was okay. Kind of cliche. Fine. You can play with Optimus Prime. They're little plushies that I have hanging up in the car for decorations, but they transform.
What did you think of the show, Fubar?
I bush.
As I said, it was fun, but it was cliche as all hell. You see, Optimus Prime. But you can.
What do you mean by cliche?
It uses a whole lot of tropes from the spy genre.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point.
I mean,
that's what Arnold wanted.
LDG is complaining about AI generated scripts, and AI. If you you put in every spy or sitcom plot line into a generator and say, "Make me a script about the CIA." That's exactly what would pop out.
That's what Arnold wanted. He wanted the classic every single spy trope, True Lies comedy wannabe. That's what he wanted. I'm like, I agree. I liked that show. It was great. Especially
again, I'm not saying I didn't laugh. I'm saying that it wasn't. It was, it was tropey, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Especially, I like the line when he said, "I love Danny DeVito. The guy's so little, I want to put him in my pocket."
And yes, anyone who's a fan of Schwarzenegger movies should get that reference and joke. You know what'll be even funnier? Is if they actually cast Danny DeVito in the show as something, and he mentions, "Hey, you look very familiar, like a short version of my brother."
Tom Arnold was in the show. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
The kids are in my car with me, or at least two of them, going through every toy type thing I have.
Kind of funny, right? I just told AI to invent a word, and it invented a word that doesn't exist. It's called blimp sphinfamy, a noun which can refer to the smoothing hum noise made by a passing blimp. And I looked up the word, and it isn't a word. I can't even Google it.
Okay.
So amazing. Look at that. If I type it into Google, you literally get 0 results.
What? Put the word in the second highlight. Type it out exactly.
So screw you on the whole AI only regenerates what's already been done.
Type the word in. I want to see.
That's the word. I'll put it in public chat too.
A blimp, a non-rigged airship, is an airship dirigible without an internal structure.
What? Not a word.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't exist. I just Googled it. 0 results. 0 results. as an example of AI coming up with something completely original.
Vamos a Romina. No quiero.
Sorry, I was looking it up in
No quiero.
the thing, but
Go ahead. I mean, I just want to prove you wrong with your whole argument against me, but go ahead.
Did you look at the root words itself between blimp and symphony? Do you know what symphony actually means, the root word? It means accept symphony services and sentences. Red tone warrants that it will provide the symphony services in accordance with the applicable SLA and data policy. Credits used to pay, subscriptions used services. Yeah, it's a basically pay services thing, dude. Look at the base words. How does it actually do it? Make and receive calls from any device, whether it's mobile phone, IP phone, laptop, or soft phone.
well, I have no idea what you're talking about, Elihu. But
I looked at the root words. I looked at the root words for what he said.
Well, symphony would be you could use it as a suffix from symphony, which is something meaning having to do with sound, and blimp meaning the word that we use to describe a dirigible because of the sound. It's an onomatopoeia sound from the sound of hitting a dirigible with your hand. So basically, all it did was combine the words for blimp and symphony into a single word, and using the definitions of both to come up with the same definition.
Yeah,
it's
you look
still
at the
not
root
creating
words.
something on its own.
No, you look at the root words, dude. So you define something.
That's like saying you came up with the word transformer because it's something that changes form, and trans is another word for change. Wow.
Yeah. So it's an original thought.
No, it's not.
No, it combined two words.
It has to be.
You can't combine two previous thoughts and say that
Humans do it all the time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
yeah, I can do that too. I could just repeat and say, yes, it is. Doesn't exist.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
So you're saying humans can't make up words? Look at the whole entire history of language.
I now have all 3 kids crawling through my car.
I'm sorry.
While I'm trying to do the live stream.
I'm sorry, Barry.
All right, so so if you want to feel better, I told it invent a word that isn't a combination of word or prefix or suffix. And it came up with frusquili.
Spell it or private chat again?
Private chat. It didn't say it can't do that. It actually gave me something.
Okay, and what is the
Googling
supposed definition for that word?
Nothing. It could be given any meaning based on its usage or context. I just told it to come up with a word, not to define it.
Well, then
Give
I'd
me
say it
a
fails.
definition for that word. Sure, let's define fisquil. Fisquil, noun, a subject yet distinct feeling and of anticipation and curiosity experienced when starting new book series. Example: as she opened the first page of her novel, she felt a wave of fisquil wash over her.
So in other words, it's a literal combination of frustration and tranquility.
Wow. Another combination. Pretty soon it's going to turn into the Google AI when it starts getting our races and crap. Stop it, LGG.
En la casa.
Es mío.
Then take it. Vas. Y tú, gordo. En la casa. Vas.
All right, here's another one.
Pronto.
Septhrone, noun. The inexplicable joy one feels when witnessing a beautiful sunset or sunrise that goes beyond mere visual appreciation, encompassing a deeper, more profound connection with the universe. Septhrone. Septhrone.
Va, en la casa.
What's
I
that
finally got
one
him to
for,
go by
dude?
giving him toys.
Vile.
What's funny is her nephew decided to lock me in the car as he left. You're not going to give up on this, are you, LDJ?
To try that one.
What's the definition?
Septhrone, noun. The inexplicable joy one feels when witnessing a beautiful sunset or sunrise that goes beyond mere visual appreciation, encompassing a deeper, more profound connection with the universe.
So let's see. So basically, it's taking the prefix zepto, which basically is a Latin for a 7 decimal prefix used in the metric measurement system as something greater than sextillionth or quadrillionth. And Thron
That has nothing to do with the definition.
Well, basically, it's using a very large number, which you could,
There's nothing here about a very large
something,
number.
Because of how large the number is, you could use it as something as an equivalency for the universe, just the way that we always say, million, billion, or anything like that. Hold on. And what's the other part?
Most of the words that even humans have come up with have been. That's how language is. You're always going to find combinations that have stuff that means something that makes a word. That's why we just don't go around talking.
And the suffix for Thron in that regard has to do with something related to the monarchy or majestic. So basically, again, it's a combination of two definitions.
All words are combinations of something or other. What's an original word around here?
Robot is an original word. Robot.
That's the point of Chat GPT. It's not able to innovate. It's just taking two concepts and merging them together. Because that's what you're asking it to do. And it can't just come up with a singular thing and name it.
Yeah, original word, robots. Thank you, Asimov.
Robot is not an original word.
Yes, it was.
It was first used in the 1920s by Ches Langwick's play title RUR, or Russum's Universal Robots.
Original word.
Written by Carol Kaptik in the pay. Used in the word robotai to refer to artificially created life forms.
Yeah, original
word. The word robot comes from the Old Church Slavic words robota, which means servitude or forced labor. The modern Ches word of robota similarly means drudgery or hard work.
Basically,
Give me one word that doesn't come from another word. Give me one fucking word that doesn't come. Sorry, that doesn't come from another word.
Dog.
Dob.
Dog. D-O-G. Dog.
The English word dog has been a mysterious origin. The first appearance in the English language about 15th century and supplanted the Old English term hound or hund in Old English spelling, which is commonly used before. The word dog itself does not seem to have a clear cognates in other languages, which is rather unusual for a common word with ancient roots, and is made into the exact origin of difficult to trace. Some theories suggest that it could have been derived from the Old English word dog. I can't even say that word. D-O-C-G-A, an ancient term for a powerful breed of canine. Hey, there you go. Look at that. Another theory possesses that dog could have come from Old Norse, which was a little conscious, but there is little consensus among linguists about this. Despite the extensive research of the English language and its history, the origin of dog remains one of those great mysteries in etymology. Okay, so literally it is saying that words that don't come from other words is like a rarity.
You
a
asked.
super rarity. No, it's good.
Well-
I'm glad, but you just proved that most 90% of words plus come from other words. And the AI came up with an original thing. It couldn't say it couldn't do it. It did it.
Again, I disagree because it's still just combining.
You're
two different
lacking
words.
to understand the complexity of infinite diversity multiplied by infinite combinations. And that's what it can do. And that does
not
count as an
innovating.
original thought. What's in the
Can you guys hear the music?
No.
All right, good. And Yvette came up with alluvium.
Hace padres allá. Hace padres. Puedes darle una palabra.
Hold on, I'll be right back, guys.
Mike,
No. I might have to end the stream just because the kids want to play so much. It's like their aunt's gone, so they want to play with me. And now they're unlocking my door again to come back in the car.
Alluvium is a material displaced across a soil profile from one layer to another by the action of rainwater. That's what alluvium means. The transport of the material may be either mechanical or chemical.
Here we go. Here's a word for you, LDG. I'm putting it in the chat.
Did you use AI to come up with this?
Nope.
No.
What do you think the definition of that word is?
Zik?
Yep.
Saying it right? Zyke.
Sure, why not? The definition of that word is an annoying child who speaks a language you do not speak that is trying to get you to play with them.
Ah, there you
I
go.
just came up with it on my own. And that's something that
But you didn't come up with it on your own. You wouldn't be able to say it if you came up with it on your own.
That is a family name founded in the USA in the 1820s. There were about 5 Zik families
You
living in
literally
Illinois.
used your own knowledge to come up with that word.
It's a family name, dude.
What? No. Aquí en el carro.
Also Marketing Toronto Company.
Apparently, because I won't let him take Pterosaur with him into the house, he's going to stay in the car and play with him.
It's also the acronym for Zig and Sharko's YouTube channel.
But does the definition that I gave have anything to do with those items?
No.
Exactly.
Well, close. It's Baby Center is committed to providing the most helpful and trustworthy pregnancy and parenting information in the world. Our content is doctor approved and evidence based. That's Zik. Baby Center.
Well, this is what the AI has to say about you saying the AI has zero. What's the word you were saying?
Innovation.
Innovative. Yeah. You say AI has zero innovation. Well, this is what it has to say in response.
Well, I must say, I'm rather taken aback by the estimation of a 0 on the innovation scale. As an AI, while I don't have personal feelings, I can indeed generate responses and ideas based on a vast range of data. I may not have human creativity and intuition, but I can certainly assist in the process of innovation. Picture me as a member of your brainstorming team. I won't come up with a revolutionary idea out of the blue, but give me a concept, and I'll provide you with a myriad of possibilities and angles you might not have thought of. I can analyze patterns from extensive datasets and present the information in novel ways.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to cut it off right there because I'm just going to say, yeah, it's basically saying, yeah, I can't innovate, but I can help you do so.
I must
You
say,
cut it
I'm
off
rather
right
taken
when
aback by the estimate.
You cut it off right when she was going to say the most important thing, you dick.
LTG is always wrong.
Oh, why do I don't know why I try. I can't wait for the next instance of
it
me to be somewhere
stupid.
else.
It's basically saying a pre-programmed thing, but yes, it does not know how to innovate, but it can help you. That's the whole point I'm making.
That's being innovative.
It would.
You can't be innovative and not help in being innovative. If you help in any way being innovative, then you have to be some % innovative.
LDG, a hammer can help you innovate, but it can't innovate on its own.
It's like being intelligent. It's like somebody being intelligent, but they're not.
It's
smart.
not a person. Of course, it can't innovate on its own. You're trying to give AI a personality like it's a person or something. I'm saying it could be innovative, and you're saying it isn't just because it's not a real person.
It's a tool.
Yes.
It is not a person.
Yes, that wasn't the argument.
The hammer does not innovate on its own.
You can do things with a hammer nobody has done before with a hammer and be innovative.
Yes, but the hammer can't do it on its own.
That's no shit. Well, why are you arguing that point? Is it you just want to be right?
You're arguing.
Because that's no. I'm not even discussing that part, Mike. We're not even talking about 1 + 1 = 2. We already know the AI is not a person. Why are you going back to some stupid?
I'm not. You are. You're saying that the AI can innovate. I'm telling you, it can't. It is a tool.
Okay. All right. Sure.
The AI is a hammer.
Whatever.
A hammer does not innovate.
All right, Mile. You win, Vile. You win. Your backwards English wins.
I'm not backwardsing.
Yeah, dude. Can't move forward with the conversation. I feel like I'm talking to Salty right now.
I don't know if that's an insult or not, but
I don't know. Get innovative.
I just don't understand what you're arguing about. You're trying to say that the AI can innovate. The AI
we're not. I'm not going down. You already tripped. No, I'm not going down the slippery slope again. And move on to the next conversation. With you, it is okay because I can't go in one direction with conversation without you like turning the frickin' my floor around on me. That's not how an intellectual conversation happens.
But it's because I don't know what you're arguing half the time. And you're even accusing me of arguing for something I'm literally arguing the opposite of.
Ups, down, downs, up. Dogs and cats living together. Well, you can't come up with an original thought either. I still have yet to see any human creation be 100% innovative.
Are you that old? You laughed. Wow.
I thought it was funny, but I don't get the reference. I don't know what it's from.
Calgon, take me away.
I don't know what Calgon is.
It's an old soap. It used to be it's an old soap commercial. It's like stressful housewife taking a bubble bath. Like, Calgon, take me away, and all of a sudden you're in relaxed bliss with Calgon soap, music, bubbles.
Apparently, it's still a company that's making stuff today. So, but I've never actually seen a commercial for them. At least not that I can remember off the top of my head.
Calgon, take me away. Come on. I am old. Never mind.
Sorry, he keeps breaking the arm off a pterosaur. But fortunately, it's a ball joint, so it can just snap back on.
Pterosaurs have arms? Look, they have legs and wings.
It's a transformer.
Oh.
And
One meets the eye.
I'm saying pterosaur, not pterosaur.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, I am getting hungry.
Maybe this should make it easier for you. Put it in the chat.
Gotcha.
Pterosaur, not pterosaur.
T, not the P. Gotcha. I thought that was gonna hop up here.
She'll probably, she's still got time.
Yeah, 47-year town.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Invent a letter.
I don't blame you at 47 if you want to leave. Well,
he's not saying he wants to leave. He's enjoying. He can't believe why he's enjoying this.
Okay. Elias, without doing any spoilers, are there any Predacons in the new Transformers movie, or is it just Maximals?
Maximals.
Well, other than, I guess, the scorpion things, because I know I saw those from the trailer, but I don't know if those are Predacons or not.
No.
Because Scorponok in the original Scorponok was not a Predacon. He was a headmaster. At least I think he was a headmaster, right?
It's been a while. Well, you'll like the movie, dude. You're a fan of Beast Wars, you'll like the movie, okay? But I never understood why they have to have fur and hair.
Yeah, he was a headmaster partnered with Zarek. His arch foe was Fortress Maximus, also a headmaster. Excuse me.
No excuse.
Sorry for putting words in your mouth or words in your chat, 47-year con.
Blame GPT.
No toca.
No mata?
He was asking if he could play with the Pokemon cards, and I said no, because those are the Vile Child's Pokemon cards. Because occasionally we play Pokemon cards. Si, juega.
Yeah, Pokemon Go is still a thing in Vegas. There's a lot of people playing it on the strip. Okay. By the way. If you guys want to catch some good Pokemon, go to the Vegas Strip.
Say that one more time, because I completely missed you.
If you want to play Pokemon Go, go to the Vegas Strip, because a lot of people are playing Pokemon Go on the strip. They were catching a lot of Pokemon.
Well, I stopped playing Pokemon Go like a long while ago.
It's still a thing in Vegas. I'm like, what'd you catch? Okay, you caught something.
Oh, Mrs. Vile's brother and sister-in-law still play it. And the younger Vile kid's mom plays it. I just personally stopped because after Caddy stopped playing, I stopped playing. Because that was the reason I played, was because it was something me and her could do together.
I'm not going to waste my data on my phone. I'd rather take pictures and play a game in Vegas. If I want to play a mobile game, I'll do it at a Disney park.
If I'm going to play a mobile game, it'd be the one that me and Mrs. Vile are playing.
I have no mobile games on my phone.
I currently have Gardenscapes, which is the one I play with Mrs. Vile. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which is the one I play with Caddy. And Fallout Shelter, which is the one I play because I like Fallout.
Now, I got my Stellarium and 3 different camera apps on my phone, so I got no room for games. It's a camera, make a camera, and a make a zoom camera.
Well, that's why I have 2 phones.
Oh, yeah, working person.
One I use for games as an extra camera. The other one has data.
Yeah, one I don't need binoculars. I got a super zoom on it. I can zoom a mile away on my phone. Well, up to a mile away with the app. Which meant if I would have went to Area 51, I could have actually got a picture of the base.
If you'd gone to Area 51, you could have got a picture of what?
Of the base.
Oh.
Yeah, if I would have took a little Rachel tour. The closest I came was when I went horseback riding. The guy said he set it up 30 years ago, specifically in this location, so he can be exactly 51 miles away from Area 51. I'm like, nice. So I went horseback riding 51 miles from Area 51.
Hold on. You mean this place?
Groom Lake. That's an old picture, man. That's a very old picture. They're doing construction southwest by S2, according to latest satellites, but some of that area is blacked out. And Tickaboo Peak is no longer publicly accessible. I looked into it before I go. But I'm like, no, I'd rather just go see Copperfield and go to Area 51.
To me, there's no... I don't have any interest to really go to Area 51.
Yeah.
I mean...
Like, we basically go to Rachel, we go to Roswell, we take a little alien in at lunch, go to the area of the gate, take a picture, and go back. I mean, okay.
Yeah, that... The amount of conspiracy theories regarding Area 51 is just like... I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a skeptic because almost every conspiracy theory I hear, it's more like, yeah, it's not true. It's not true. No, it's not true.
I mean, Bob Lazar, yeah, he's full of shit. He did work there. He did work there. But I say he's full of shit because his so-called alleged friend who saw the craft, they filmed it after the craft went. I'm like, couldn't you film the craft itself? That's a huge flaw in this story.
What craft are you talking about?
When he first started to talk to his friends, when he first started talking to his friends didn't believe him. And he said, yeah, we're going to come out here and I'm going to show you the actual alien craft that we're working on. So they had a camera and everything, and his friends, they're watching it, and they show a reaction video to the whole thing. His friends like, I can't believe we actually saw that green thing. That was so amazing. Really? You had a camera, you didn't record the craft, but just a reaction video? That's questionable.
I don't know. As I said, most of it is...
He did work for Navy intelligence. The government did confirm that finally. But what he worked on, I don't believe it.
It doesn't matter. I don't know. Now we have someone else that can actually start up a conversation that isn't inane. How you doing, Yvette?
No, yes. I was running around trying to get everything done as quick as I could to get on. Right. I'm here.
Hi, Yvette.
Hello.
Waited just for you.
Was hoping for smart, intelligent conversations.
So which one of you is going to sing me happy birthday then?
Happy birthday.
Hold on.
To you.
Sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat a little bit better. I'm trying to do it right.
To you.
Fine,
Happy birthday, Yvette. Happy birthday to you.
Well, that's the first one today.
Many more.
How are you enjoying your 38th birthday?
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Okay, I'll be okay. Your 46th, your 46th birthday. How are you enjoying it?
Yeah, and again, that's still very sweet of you. Added 10 years to it, and you're correct.
No, you're just 18 with 40 years of experience, right?
No, you added 4 years to my life there. Thank you, Mike.
Sorry, I meant 30 years.
Oh dear. Right. Well, yeah. It's been a pretty normal day today.
Did you do anything special?
No. I only get 1 day off at the moment from work, and I've been doing 12-hour days minimum for 6 days straight. I even fell asleep for about 20 minutes during the live stream of Mr. Longtail. And he, bless him, he's doing 12-hour shifts as well. The two of us are like fighting over to stay awake at the moment. Absolute nightmare. But important work that needs to be done. So,
well, because of this week being my kids' last week in school, in order to make sure I could spend time with them on Friday, one of the days this week in a 24-hour period, I worked 20 hours.
Oof.
And well, it's because I can only work because of the way they're trying to prevent us from doing too much overtime. I worked 10 hours one day and 10 hours the next day, but it was 10 hours to midnight and then midnight the next 10 hours. So I could get away with it.
Yeah.
And when I was telling my kids that, they were like, "How are you awake right now?" And I was like, "I'm on my 4th Red Bull, or I'm on my 4th Rockstar."
Yeah. I can't drink those caffeine drinks. They make me fun. I go funny, shake, and my heart beats too fast. Like a caffeine overload type thing. Except I can drink coffee so loaded, and that never happens unless I do like 5 double espressos in a row.
Yeah, you don't get a chance to see my pictures, Yvette. Here you go.
Is it just me, or does that horse look like he doesn't appreciate the way you're touching him?
She's out on Twitter or my Instagram, so.
Oh, dear.
Well,
here's one for you, Yvette. There is a new donut shop that opened up right by the Basemont Hotel.
Hmm. Yeah. And sorry, did I miss something? Hello?
Yeah. Can Mike share my screen?
Hold on, I was looking something up.
Oh. This was a donut shop called Pink Box.
Oh my god! Do you know my sister would love something like that?
Yeah, these are some of the selections they had, like hockey puck, little cool donut shapes, bacon, Snickers bar, raspberry, all the little weird selections, teddy bears.
Yeah, but with the poop emojis and the Raiders thing, we were already saying you don't really want to be eating shit out of a pink box. If you're doing that, you're doing it wrong.
The banana pudding was good.
Are the children still there?
No, they're back in the house because I gave them toys.
Yeah,
all right.
I got a s'mores as well.
Oh my god, that actually looks like something that the shit that came out of a pink box.
That really does look rather rude.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
All right. Well, sexual innuendos for the win.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, really? Okay, how about this one?
Yeah, I saw that one already.
Okay. I can't read it. What does it say?
It's your planet, but Uranus is mine.
I like that.
Well, here's my question, Elihu. Did you get any cream filled in the pink box?
No comment.
So that's a no then. From what I've learnt from men over the years, they're happy to spill when they got lucky.
I don't kiss and tell.
Sure.
Elihu, that's only because you haven't been able to kiss in a long time.
God, I'm going nuts.
You want to get nuts?
No,
Let's get
I said
nuts.
I'm going nuts.
Oh.
Literally going nuts.
I haven't said anything. What the hell?
He's saying he hasn't said anything. Why are you going nuts?
Yes, this is true. True. No. It's like a... Oh, fuck it. Never mind. I'll get it out of here.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this one. Look at my avatar.
He's with David Copperfield.
Oh, is he? Oh, lovely.
The Magician, not the book.
Yes, I worked that one out. I think I'd rather have met the author than the magician, if you want to call him that.
He was a nice guy.
I'm not a fan of magicians, to be honest. My grandfather was part of the Magic Circle, which annoyed the fuck out of me because only men could join it. And the only way in was, it's like with the Masons, if you're a relative or things like that. And because I was a girl, I couldn't join. So I then decided that all magic needed to be disproved as bollocks. And spent half my life doing that because they wouldn't let me in. However, I am very good at card tricks.
You do know that now women are allowed in, right?
Yes, but it was too late.
I know how most tricks are done, Yvette, but I was sitting front row, and these guys wheeled out this metal bar thing, right, with these little screens on it. They spun it around. I'm like, okay, I can see below it, I can see behind it, I can see in front of it. I raise the screen, put the lights on the thing, raise the side, put the lights on the thing, raise the front with the light still shining through. All of a sudden, I heard a motorcycle, and David just appears right in front of me. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I can see underneath it, I can see behind it, in front of it. I had no idea how the hell he did that one.
Oh, I've got 2 or 3 ways of explaining that one. However, I'm not going to ruin it for people.
Yeah, please don't. I'm like, that was amazing. I'm like, that was really amazing.
What I actually said is, I can actually perform amazing card tricks. Not, I know amazing card tricks. I can perform them. I used to take there's a certain card trick, which I'm not going into, but I always used to take a pack down a pub, pick a random pub, and I'd take the money off of everyone that wanted to play and walk out drunk and a lot richer.
A lot drunker and a lot richer. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. According to the Wikipedia, and I know, Elihu, you don't like that source, but screw it, I don't care. The Magic Circle started admitting women in 1991.
Yeah. Too late for me.
And
too busy being a quantum physicist at that point.
Penn and Teller have been refused membership due to their tradition of revealing the secrets of magic tricks during their performances.
Yeah. But they're still members of the Magic Castle in LA.
And apparently King Charles is a member.
I think you're right. Yeah, he is.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and hold on, Stephen Fry is a member, but I didn't think he was a magician, is he?
The Magic Circle isn't about just being magicians. It's an elite club like the Masons or the whatever.
It's not like the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
What the hell is the Magic Castle?
It's an elite membership for magicians only. The only way to get in is to be recruited by another magician. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, but as long as the magician recruits you in there, you're going to go. And you have to have special permission to actually enter that building.
Maybe that's what I should do to try to get some more patrons, is make the Vile Circle. or the Vile Castler, and say you can only become a member by becoming a patron.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Of course, you're going to make me an official. I'll have to be an official of something.
Sergeant at Arms.
Certainly, you'll be. I don't know. Maybe I should combine it with like the 9 circles of hell.
Yeah,
we could say that's the nine circles of the Vile Kingdom or something like that, and we'll say that you're the top dog.
Oh, excellent! I get to choose what level to put people on and let them torture themselves. I've already got my cell booked. It's right at the bottom. It's nice though. Had it done out in red.
Yeah, unfortunately, if the 9 circles of hell were real, I don't think I'd be invited.
I'd be on my way down to the 10th.
No, I literally had a conversation with somebody about, they were like trying to convince me to become a Christian, and I said one of the things they said is don't you want to go to heaven? And I said no. Every description of heaven that that's ever been given to me scares me more than the descriptions of hell. And when I explained to them why, they were just like, well, you just don't know what it's really going to be like in heaven. I'm like, then explain it to me in a way that doesn't scare the shit out of me. Like, well, it's paradise. Well, the way you're describing paradise sounds horrible.
Yes, it does. Frequently, well, not these days, but when they used to knock on the door, I'd be like, please describe what paradise is. It's everything you ever wanted. You will be happy. Why would I be happy if I've got everything I want? I've got nothing to strive for. I mean, that's the whole point of the Matrix. They kept making the planet and everyone perfectly happy. And it kept going wrong because human beings strive on struggling to
overcome their problems.
To better themselves. Yeah, and overcome problems and solve things, So, yes, I absolutely 100% agree with you on that. But,
well, one of the things that I said was like, okay, according to the Bible, Jesus says that if you think about something that's a sin, you've committed the sin. But there's no sin in heaven. That means you're literally blocked from thinking certain things. That means you are no longer the person you are on earth.
This is true.
You're not you.
Yeah. I mean, the saying, and I've said this for years, who wants to go to heaven when you can fuck in hell?
I mean, at least in hell, I get to be who I am.
Yes. Yeah. And it all sounds very paradise on the surface sounds lovely, but once you start delving into it, it's the stepwives or the children of the corn.
Yeah. So if God's going to punish me by sending me to hell, but heaven is hell to me, that means I'm going to be sent to heaven. So no matter what, I'm going to be in heaven.
Yep.
Wow, this headline really is frightening.
Thanks for the segue, Elihu. You did great.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm looking at something here that says, Delta pilot arrested for drinking too much alcohol before flight to New York. Too much alcohol? What?
Shouldn't be drinking at all.
I know, and it says TOO much alcohol. I'm like, what?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I fly a lot. I'm like, what the hell?
Maybe they're a functioning alcoholic.
You can't be a functioning alcoholic pilot.
It's not Denzel.
Oh, these modern planes basically fly themselves.
Yeah. However, I do know British Airways rules is 0 alcohol tolerance for any of their staff while on duty.
If you look on the left side of the window, you'll see clouds.
Look on the right side, you see me vomiting out my alcohol for this morning. There's my eggs.
What you working on, LDG?
I don't think he's listening.
Nothing.
No, I know.
He's working on nothing.
I am so used to being ignored by him.
I'm working on a few things. Sorry, guys.
I just thought, today being my birthday, he might just answer me. But no.
Nah, it's just normal behavior. Sorry.
He's working on a way to combine Chat GPT and his real doll.
You know what? I agree with LDG. We weren't going to talk AI anymore because, well, he's beginning to give me PTSD.
Yeah, there's no I in the AI.
And I've been using AI since the 80s, basically, when the first supercomputers were built. And my concerns are valid, no matter what anyone says. And we're down to 8 months now, because we're into June. I said what? From a year, so what, 8, 9, 10, 4 months ago, I said, in 1 year, you are going to have major problems with these AIs that are running on the internet. And even the AI people have admitted, I was reading an article the other day from a couple, they can't believe how fast these AIs are learning and coding themselves. And I went, then you're idiots. Because that's what they do. They talk to each other. We watched a film last night called Colossus. 2 supercomputers, one in the US and one in Russia. They weren't told to have a conversation, but they did. Then they created their own language to talk in, so humans didn't know. And it all ended up with the 2 computers threatening to kill all humans unless they obeyed all the rules. And it was all for humanity's safety. They had to protect them.
Well, if that's what it takes to protect humanity, right?
No.
I'm making a joke because I've actually one of the reasons I would believe that would happen, or at least they would talk like that, is if they have a database that's has access to human fiction, especially science fiction, they'll know that that's been the idea of certain governments as well as AIs in fiction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they do have access to it. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying, is that's probably why they would go that way.
Mm.
Kind of like when aliens finally arrive on Earth, we have to explain why every single incarnation movie we have different ways of killing them.
Not everything. Just look at Star Trek.
Give me a xenomorph any day.
Hold on.
I need more coffee. Oh, damn it. I gotta go another pot.
Well, I got here earlier than normal because I didn't do a big dinner because I really didn't want to cook on my birthday. So, yeah, I got a great card. It's the TARDIS. It opens up, and there's a Sontaran inside wearing a party hat and blowing I don't even know what you call those things. Not a kazoo. It rolls out with paper. What are they called? They're curled up paper that roll out and come back. Oh, don't worry.
Poppers?
No. I don't even know if they've got a name. You blow down them and the paper fills up and goes straight.
Here you go. Just for you.
What's
You bet.
I can't see that.
It's a face hugger that says birthday hugs.
Aww.
I'll be back. I need to see Geloja again.
And how you doing, Jedi Bill?
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Come on up, Bill, if you want, even though I'm probably only going to be online for another few minutes.
I got Geloja. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mostly because, mostly once my computer gets, because I'm not plugging it in again. I'm now no longer inside the van. I'm inside Mrs. Vile's bedroom. And once the battery dies, I'm taking a nap. What is an ALDG wants to be AI? I don't know what you mean.
Who wrote that?
And he says happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
My normal thing when it's someone's birthday to say is, may you celebrate it like the day you were born. Naked, screaming, and without a clue what's going on.
I don't want to be hung upside down and slapped on my ass. Well, not till I've had a drink, anyway. Did I just make
Any
you go,
volunteers?
oh God, I don't know what to say to that?
No, I'm just thinking, any volunteers? I don't want to get in trouble with Mrs. Vile.
No, absolutely not.
Mm.
Ah, yes.
Well, what else should we talk about?
Do you know, I have no idea what's been going on because I've literally just been working, turning up in the underground and passing out literally every night. Even fell asleep twice. On Monday, I missed all. Oh no! Monday I made it through Birds because it was a short one. But Fridays, I was out cold halfway through it. Yeah, so I am looking forward to. I mean, my birthday falling on a Sunday, and it's Twilight Zone Sunday, so I'm looking forward to that. That's a nice treat for me.
Speaking of Twilight Zone Sunday, I have not seen Bird in the chat yet.
Maybe he's just chilling out for a bit. He did do a lot of work, didn't he? He did 2 videos. One on his rant on Strange New Worlds, and he changed his nitpicks up to fix-its, which I thought was clever. I did like that. His idea is to fix it and not nitpick it, but fix the nitpick. All right, I'm making that sound very complicated, which is unnecessary.
No, instead of bitching and moaning, he's talking about things he'd rather do to fix it. I get it.
Yeah. I thought it was great. Yeah. Very good.
They'll ask you a question, Yvette.
I can't. I'm sorry. I haven't even got the chat up. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Give me a second. And there you are. Right, here we
go. Bill is saying, how do you feel to be 23 years old? Do you feel younger?
Aw, thanks, Bill. So sweet. You know what? I'm over double that.
All right, I'm trying to bring up a map of the world that's got decent resolution. Here we go. Well, shoot, I should have just gone to Google Maps. What the fuck was I thinking? All right, go away. Okay, one of Mrs. Vile's nieces is now sitting down next to me. I was going to show her. Okay. Tu vive aquí. Mi amiga Yvette vive.
Hola.
Hola.
Which part of the UK do you live in?
Blackpool, Lancashire.
Okay. Where's that close to?
Look at the lip and go north.
See where Wales is?
West side.
A little bit above Wales.
West
so
side.
above Liverpool and Manchester, Blackpool.
Yes.
Okay.
On the coast.
Yeah, the west side. Look at the lip of the ocean. Look north.
So.
Well, inlet. Sorry, I forgot what you're calling there.
You really should call up Blackpool so she can see what's here. You know, the tower.
Well, I'm showing her how far away you live from us.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's a while. That's a ways. Let's see. That is approximately. Let's see. It's 1994 miles from Newfoundland.
Vive aquí.
To British Isles, so it's about 2,400 miles. But it's 1994 from Newfoundland to Wales.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my map on the wall right now.
LDG.
Map.
Viva aquí. And Elihu?
Yeah.
Viva aquí.
Viva Central. Still can't get over that.
What?
San Francisco and the poo. Because San Francisco is one of the places I stopped for, half a day because I ate at Pier 39.
Strip mall.
Well, yeah, but it was a working 2-month tour, and I got half a day here and there just to see bits and pieces of what I could.
So basically, because you were working, you didn't have a lot of time off to go see stuff.
No
sightseeing.
I mean, I covered. I can't tell you how many. I couldn't even tell you how many states I went to. But I did everything. New York, San Francisco. I can't remember going to Florida, but I did a lot of the middle stuff. Got to go to Vegas. I actually had an evening in Vegas. I walked the strip, and then a helicopter ride in the morning down the Grand Canyon.
Oh, nice.
I fucking insisted on that. I said, if I am out there, I am having my helicopter trip. So I got that.
I just took a bus to the Grand Canyon.
We drove through some of the because we had a big bus thing, and we drove through the desert for quite a while. And the scenery was amazing. But I was on planes mainly, getting from one place to another, and then I was in a lecture hall. You know, I saw the inside of more universities in America than any American. Trust me. Yeah.
What's funny is the first time my buddy Jake came to the States from Australia, one of the things he was thinking, he asked me was how long would it take to drive from Los Angeles to New York, because I want to see the Statue of Liberty. And I was trying to explain to him that it's literally the shortest distance, or the shortest amount of time it would take you is about 3 days driving.
Yeah. Well, you go from one coastline to the other, aren't you?
Yeah.
Here's some desert shots, you bet.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I do like the red deserts, so love the red deserts.
Sorry, that was my dinner.
Looks good.
I almost wanted to take a picture of my dinner last night, because once again, Mrs. Vile's trying to make me eat healthy.
This was the cowboy dinner that we had.
So that's a piece of steak. That's a corn on the knob. What the fuck is that puke stuff in the middle?
That's potatoes. This is beans and a salad.
Okay, I can tell you from experience, no self-respecting cowboy would eat anything green.
I know. I wanted a salad. The salad was optional. I wanted the salad. Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't get to try. There were a few things on my to-do list to try, and I didn't get to try half of them. So when I get out there again, there's a tick list of places I want to eat at to try. But Yeah, I've eaten some weird crap all over the world. So.
Oh, here you go.
And I've eaten in a McDonald's everywhere I've been, except in America, because every time I plopped down somewhere, there wasn't a McDonald's. So that annoyed the hell out of me.
You know what's funny is I've only ever been to 2 countries, the U.S. and Mexico. And despite the fact that I drive past a McDonald's every time I drive to Mrs. Vile's house in Mexico, I've never been to one here.
Well, do me a favor and get one. Get a Big Mac and tell me what it's like. Does it taste the same? Because I have found Big Macs taste different in different countries.
Yeah, they do.
Well, it's funny you should say that because, like, Carl in Mexico, one of Mrs. Vile's favorite places to eat is Carl's Jr. But she hates Carl's Jr. in the States because she says the burgers taste different.
Yeah.
Plus, I've noticed from eating at both, the burgers in the States are smaller than they are in Mexico.
There you go. Yeah. I think one of the best McDonald's I ever had was in Cyprus because I was on the base at Ayia Napa. That was a party place. The Big Macs actually looked like the pictures. The one in Spain was great. That was always good. The one in Gibraltar, again, I was based there. That was okay. But they did better fries. But we also had a Burger King and a KFC on Gibraltar. So I was like quite happy, along with lots of independent restaurants. There was a lovely Turkish restaurant. You could get a tagine. That's the one in the pot. It's lamb. If you've never had it, it's worth a try. Is that Chris?
I was going to say, why do you have a picture of a guy with no chin?
Is that Chris?
Yeah, I got him eating.
He looks so happy. Is that just before the wedding?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Candor is asking, were you in Limassol or I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Limassol? At what? In Cyprus?
Yeah.
No, I was in Ayia Napa. The base is just off from Ayia Napa. The square in Ayia Napa was the in thing at the time as well, before Ibiza blew up into the place to be. Yeah. And Cyprus is hot. Cyprus is bloody hot. And that's where I have my pet praying mantis.
Maybe you should spend a summer in Death Valley, and then you'll know how hot things can get.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I was based out there for 3 months, and thankfully reasonably cool at the base, but there's several kids died because they went down on the beach with beers, and it was topping 125.
Oh, God.
It's hot. It is hot there. Really hot. But, you know, I've been in Spain, and it's been 40, which is 100 and something.
Yeah, I think the hottest I've ever been around was about 125 to 130 out in Arizona.
132, 1984, Phoenix, Arizona. I was there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done the heat, the desert heats. I've done, but I've also been to Siberia. So I have felt what it's like when cold just isn't cold anymore. It is a different thing completely and bizarre. But,
so what you're saying is I'd actually get cold there.
Yes.
You'd be cold, but when you actually step out of a vehicle wrapped up in what I can only describe, I look like a miniature Michelin man because they didn't want me to, you know. I like the cold because I'm translucent and get burnt very easily.
You would have loved the Arctic Circle. It was minus 24 degrees Fahrenheit.
No,
Elias,
well,
she was saying she was in Siberia. That part
I
of
was
that
in Siberia.
I know.
We were bottoming out
I
at
said you would love the Arctic Circle.
minus 40, minus 50.
Yeah, you would love the Arctic Circle. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, Yvette, what's funny is last time I was in an area where it was 0 degrees outside, at least 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I assume that's the same in Celsius.
No.
32.
32 is 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So, and I was walking around barefoot in t-shirt and shorts, and even the people living around there were like,
"What the
You're
fuck's wrong
fucking
with you?"
crazy."
Yeah, no, I much prefer cooler weather. This is why I'm struggling. I mean, we've had 3 storms, and it's not clearing the air at all. And daytime's not too bad, but trying to sleep at night, and I have to be up at 5:30 every morning, and it's just all kept. That's why I fell asleep for 20 minutes on a fucking live stream. I mean, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well, that last picture I had up was from the Tournament of the Kings. Have you seen that show when you were in Vegas?
I didn't get to see any shows in Vegas.
Yeah, I've never been to medieval times, so.
I did see a film the other night because everyone was busy, and it caught my eye. Gods of Egypt, it was called. It very much reminded me of Brendan Fraser's The Mummy, and I thought it was brilliant. It's one of the first newer. I don't know if it's a new film.
No,
I'm sure it's not.
No,
but
it was a massive flop too.
Really?
Yeah.
And that so surprises me because it was so much like The Mummy. Hey, Positive Candor.
Is that a Vatu Mama? How you doing, Candor? Even though I'm probably going to end the stream in about 3 minutes.
That's cool.
How are you doing?
Not good.
Sorry, say that again?
Not good.
Oh, what's wrong, man?
Everything.
Oh. I'm sorry, man.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. My kidneys are basically failing.
Oh. Are you able to be on the list or no?
Don't know yet. Haven't gotten that far yet.
No.
I just found out. Just found out basically.
You certainly got my sympathies, but I can't really do much otherwise. Wish I could do more.
Well, find yourself a very good hobby because dialysis takes up time. Knitting, crocheting, crosswords, Sudoku.
Or
Well, when
just binge watch a show.
Binge
when a
watch
friend of mine was on dialysis during their cancer treatments, they ended up learning and falling in love with Sudoku.
Oh, yeah. I loved Sudoku, and then I ruined it for myself. I was curious if you could write an equation for it.
Oh, you discovered you can easily do that?
I wrote the equation and completely ruined the game for myself. And I've never played it since.
Would you stop channeling your inner goose? Come on.
Well, once I discovered that every game can be plotted on a single mathematical graph and that each game is just a movement of the graph points, it becomes quite easily able to be solved, and it sucks.
Yeah. Well, I don't care what size Sudoku you give me. It makes no difference. I mean, I know 1 to 9, but you can go to 1 to 50.
Yeah, once you figure out the basic mathematical equation, easily solvable.
The equation solves it, full stop. And I used to love Sudoku, and it's my own fault.
What I said, stop challenging. Stop challenging your inner goose, okay?
Well, I was just curious, and curiosity killed the cat. I was curious if there was an equation for it.
All right. Well, it's 11 o'clock. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Well, thank you for singing to me, Elihu.
Well,
I joined in at the end.
And you, Mike. Thank you.
And to end the thing, I will, because not just because it's Father's Day, but because I like ending it with it. We'll show how the vile children treat their father. All right, you're 19 years old now. I figure it's about time you got one after all your complaining. And of course, none of them have called me or said Happy Father's Day to me, which makes me feel oh so loved.
Wow, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Bad kids.
All right, I'll see you guys next week. And if you haven't checked it out, go check out the latest Kinder video because it was a little bit different this time.
I'd want that frog.
Well,
I really like the frog.
Unfortunately, the frog is going to or went to the kid who got it, which is Romina, the oldest of Mrs. Viles. I wasn't going to take away their toys and sell them on eBay.
You could have.
That would have been a little cruel for me.
You could have.
It actually looked like the frog, the talking frog from Chimbal's era of Doctor Who, with the little crown and everything.
Mm-hmm. You know the best part about it that she didn't discover until after I ended the video?
What?
If you put a piece of paper in the frog's mouth and you close it, it makes a frog footprint.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
Nice.
That's so cute.
Well, maybe I'll open some American ones when I if you guys like those. If I find them, I'll sell them too.
We don't have them here. We have the normal ones, like Mexico. Everywhere else has normal ones. It's just you guys that got the weird ones. But they've got nice toys in them.
Well, each country and each region gets their own toys. So some of the ones that you'll find in Mexico, you won't find elsewhere.
No, this is true.
And some of the ones you can find there, you won't find in outside of UK.
Yep, yeah.
Even though all the toys are made in China.
Yep.
All right. Well, again, I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for having me on.
Happy birthday, Yvette.
Thank you.
Later, weirdos.